There it is. What's
Hello.
up, guys?
Yo, yo. What's cracking, everybody? Welcome to episode 10, a big fat
So
10
chillin'.
of the Level Unlocked podcast, the greatest place on the internet, video game news, fun, and pure randomness. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for joining. What is going on, Mr. James, People I Hate Studios, and next to him, Mr. Jeffrey Splash Screen Gaming Schroeder. And as always, I'm Captain Geach, 15 underscore Geach to be official. So what's going on, folks? What's going on, James? How you been? How you feeling?
I'm all right. Had a pretty, I would say, sort of eventful, but not really eventful week. I let's see. Uh, got Metal Gear Solid 3 and my Japanese PS2, so that's pretty cool. Been contemplating picking up Sekiro. So that'll be fun when I decide to finally bite the bullet and buy it.
There you go.
Let's see, what else have I been doing? Haven't really played anything. I played The Sims 3 a little bit. That's something.
Nice.
I spent 6 fucking hours editing and uploading videos to YouTube on Saturday because I had off.
That's always fun.
That was fun.
Looks like I styled my hair because the way my hoodie
Yeah, it
was
looks
up.
like you did.
Like I fucking did a little swoosh there at the top. Because
Little
behind that's all
swoosh.
baldness, so it doesn't really work for me past that. So, yeah, that's what you were saying. What were you editing for 6 hours the other day?
A bunch of Yakuza, all the Yakuza episodes and Resident Evil episodes that we have recorded. Basically, it's all ready to go. It's already primed for upload on YouTube on the day and time when it comes out.
Nice. Doing
So
that pre-recording.
That's fun. You know it.
How about you?
I did.
Go ahead.
Oh,
No, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't know you were done.
No, I still got a little bit more.
No, go ahead.
Started watching The Sopranos. That's
Interesting.
how I realized I was watching for like 6 fucking hours. Well, I have an HBO Now subscription that I don't use. I just pay for. And I was like, I need something on while I'm recording or while I'm editing. And I'm like, I haven't watched Sopranos. I need some good gabagool, fucking mooly shit.
I feel
So
like
I
you're a
watched that.
Sopranos guy, Schroeder, too. I know, I just got that feeling. You're not talking, your headset's up.
Yeah, gabagool.
The fucking gabagool.
You know what? I probably would like it.
So
I've never sat and watched them all, but I don't have HBO Go or nothing. So
do you like mobster stuff?
yeah.
Do you like less of action and more of character-driven drama?
Sometimes.
Okay, yeah. So you'd
I'm-
probably really like The Sopranos.
Yeah, yeah, I'll have to check it out one of these days. Maybe I'll throw on some commercials or spots,
Yeah, there you go.
previews.
Um,
But I don't have any of that fancy HBO nothings. So if it ain't on Netflix, I probably won't see it.
I can give you my login.
All right.
'Cause
I'll
HBO
check out
doesn't-
The Sopranos.
HBO doesn't care.
Heck no, man.
Watch the latest episode of My Neighbor is My Roommate is a Cat. That's fan-fucking-tastic as always. Great episode. We went shopping and learned how to make cat food. So that was pretty cool. And then spent an entire work day sitting on my ass watching wrestling yesterday. So
WrestleMania!
that made me want to die by the end. I was falling asleep during the main event, but we'll talk about that more in a bit. That's my week.
Nice.
Alright.
Nice. What about you, Mr. Jeffrey?
Whole bunch of DTA RP server stuff. It has been unhealthily good. It's been a good time.
Unhealthy
But-
good.
Yeah, I've been playing it probably more than I should. It's, matter of fact, right before I thought the show was canceled tonight, I didn't know this was a thing. And he's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Fishing."
I caught him off guard, and he was like, "Wait, what?"
Oh, dude. Yeah.
I felt bad.
I woke up super late too, so like my whole cycle is all broken.
Your whole day's fucked.
Yeah. It's like I was supposed to go to this event with some buddies, and they go to they have like a wing house thing that they do. Or
Nice.
they go and get wings, not from the wing house, it's a different place, but I was supposed to go and I totally overslept. Cuz what happens is, man, when I get out of work, I put my phone, or when I get into work, I typically put my phone on do not disturb.
Mhm.
And then I always forget to take it out of that mode. So it doesn't ring, it doesn't notify me.
I thought he was mad at me. He wasn't messaging me back. I was like, what did I do?
Yeah.
I thought it was my
Motherfucking
fault because
bread.
I thought it was my
buddy
number.
Steve,
So I was
my
like,
buddy Steve constantly thinks I'm ignoring him, and I'm not. I'm so. Plus, I'm mildly space cadeted anyway. So like when I get into a game that I like, I kind of.
got that tunnel vision, baby. It's not a bad thing. Hey man, it's good
I
that
asked my one buddy to cover like part of my shift just so I could stay up late and play it. I even told my boss that's why. It's like it's personal time.
Heck yeah, man. That's awesome
Hey,
though.
use it.
That's a
Use it or
good
lose
boss
it.
thing, especially when you know that you're in you got a good working relationship, and he's like, hey, I'm calling off, or hey, I had someone take my shift. Oh, you don't feel good? No, I just want to play a new video game. Oh, okay, that's cool, bro.
Yeah, it's personal time.
Heck yeah, man.
I figure as long as I don't make a habit of that, I should be okay.
Oh yeah. No, that's not a bad thing.
That usually happens like the first week I have a new toy. It is fun, dude. We role play. We role play so hard. Like I play. His name is Larry Hoax. He's Uncle Hoax's nephew, and he walks around giving people clipboards and rubbing oils on them to make them feel better.
If you haven't gone and seen it yet, for
Yeah.
those who are listening, go check out Splash Screen Gaming. Go check out his Twitch. He did a live stream the other day of him playing. It was really it's short. It's only about an hour and 20-some minutes, but it's short.
Yeah.
Our
For a stream,
3
it
hours
is.
to us is short.
Yeah.
No, but it's
Coffee.
hilarious. It's
Sweet coffee.
it's like the literally what was it, like 6 seconds into it, I was dying laughing.
Yeah.
So
Las Mentas, the fresh maker.
oh my god, he literally starts it off in his voice. It's hysterical.
Anytime I talk to anybody on the server, that's how I talk.
And you can
No.
he goes back and forth in between the two voices. You can tell when he's talking on Discord, and then when he goes back into the game, he immediately switches to the high pitched voice.
Yeah.
That-
I do
it's
the whole
am-
would you look at the act? Because I'm looking at it. I mean, I'm looking at it thinking to myself, would you just look at it? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Can't help
No,
but look at it when I'm thinking about looking at it, you know?
No, it was beyond amazing. It's something definitely to go
Yeah.
take a watch, 100%.
But I've been just doing a whole bunch of farming so I can have money the last couple of days. Because there's some functionalities to it that are really nice. Like, there's job. It's an RP server, so it's role play. So you have jobs and banks and buying cars and properties and stuff like that. And there's some people online that take it a little too serious, I think. But it's just I picked the job of the fisherman. So one of the things that I like to do is I'll just set the cars up for autopilot because that's a thing. So I get in the car, I tell it where I want to go, I hit the button, and then it starts driving me there. And the idea is you don't break the rules so much. Like I've never gotten in trouble for speeding or running red lights or anything like that, but
Can you
I
actually
still
get caught
set it
by
up-
running a red light? Is it like trigger something, or if
somebody. No, I think if you like start a fight and shit, it does trigger something somewhere, but
I
they're
gotcha.
usually looking for players causing trouble. Like if a player's killing NPCs, it's not really a big deal, but if they're killing other players, then of course the server admins are gonna be like, "Yo, what's going on?"
Yo, what up,
So-
homie? What up, homie?
What up, homie? Yeah, what you doing over there? But it's pretty fun, especially so when I play, I set them up for autopilot, and then I go clean something or make dinner or I do
There you
something
go.
else. Oh, you're watching the wrestling? Is that what that is? Your microphone's not on.
Yeah, I cannot hear you. At
Oh,
all.
I'm muted. I don't know if you can see it or not, though.
What is it? Oh, it's the Undertaker.
Yep, he just interrupted Elias's.
Jesus Christ, just let the man die already.
He's the Undertaker. He doesn't die. He takes people to die.
He's
Yep.
like 89
He's
years
the,
old.
He's the dead person gobbler. I know.
The
I will
dead
say though,
person
whenever that
gobbler.
dong hits, it's pretty literally the dong hits the gong, not dong.
Dong.
It's the wrong piece of equipment. I just wanted to show you that. Sorry to change the topic for.
But it's a good time. I've had a lot of fun with it. And then when you want to RP super hard, you can RP super hard.
But now
It's
there's
fun.
so it was Schroeder introduced me to what's that guy's Mr. Chang, Mr. whatever. What's that dude? The really big
Yeah, I was
streamer.
watching him before I jumped on here. He plays this Chang character that's fucking hilarious.
Oh my god, and he actually uses like a Chinese voice too.
Yeah.
It is-
It's like, don't
Like-
fuck with me, Bo. Bo, he calls him Bo.
He's like,
What
you
you
get my,
want, Bo?
he's like, you get my car now. Come on. It's like we
But
were
he's so
watching.
serious. He's so gangster. It's the most gangster like Japanese character I've ever witnessed.
Oh my god, it's
Did you
hilarious.
see the scene? Did you see the one where the battle scene where he's standing on the bridge or they're on top of the crane?
I'll have to look that up.
Oh my god! I have it. I thought it was so funny. I shared the past recording. He's sitting up there, and like, if you hit a button, you can have the characters do things like stand up against a wall and smoke, and do push-ups and sit-ups and a bunch of other stuff. We had one where it made it look like he was floating, and he's just kind of like bobbing up and down like a genie, you know? And it's just like, and he's sitting on top of the crane, and he made a phone call, and he's waiting for somebody to show up, and he's sitting there, and the dude shows up, and he's like, "I've been harnessing my power," like. And then there's like this crazy ass dialogue that happens where it turns out like they're mortal. It's like it's almost like Ash and fucking that kid that Ash hates. Or
Brock. Well, not Brock.
What?
Gary.
Gary,
Mm,
kind of like that. Like they have this speech there where they're like, but of course it's super adult, so it's incredibly like, like your wife doesn't care. Your wife doesn't. She's come here to watch you die because I fuck her. It's like, you don't fuck my wife.
Oh, I'll have to look that up. That is.
I'll find
astounding.
it after the. I have it on the Discord after. Or I think I sent it to Mark, but it was hilarious. I'll send I'll find it for you after the show. It's pretty fucking funny.
That's amazing.
Shit had me rolling. It was like I was watching a fucking Dragon Ball Z episode or something, or some sort of like I don't even know. It was
I've
just
been
it was so
harnessing my
good.
power.
I'm harnessing my power. It's like dude walks up, he's like, "Why do you hate me?" He's like, "'Cause I fucking hate the way you look." With your fucking stupid hair, your stupid foots, your stupid clothes, and your weak upper body.
Can you see people's names? So, like, when that other guy came rolling up to him, does he know who he's coming up to?
So no, not on their server. They play on a no pixel server, but our server it did up until like a week ago.
What's a no pixel server?
Yeah.
I think that's like the trademark one that the real big streamers are using.
Okay.
Like that's the one that all the people that are in like the top 5-10 of the fucking Twitch shows.
Okay.
I think they're all running on the pixel server, which is super. I mean, you have to fill out an application and come up with a whole character backstory and all that because it's strictly RP.
That's so weird.
Because didn't
it's
your supervisor, the home theater supervisor, didn't he have to go through some like crazy process? Isn't he on one of the bigger servers?
Well, then he's probably doing that.
Yeah, he's on one of the larger servers.
That's what I thought.
Well, tell him to stop being a punk and join. Like, come talk on the show. Tell him you got a buddy that's like obsessed with it. He's put mad hours into it. And the rumor has it, a friend of mine might be starting his own server here.
Nice.
Real soon. Yeah.
Nice.
Holy shit! Undertaker lost a lot of weight.
Well, yeah, he's like 98 years old.
He's like, this is my last hurrah.
This is his
Before
last
I'm
fall, like
being
5
taken
times
away
ago.
by the Undertaker.
Yeah, he has lost weight. Hey, yo, we're gonna get claimed.
Oh, we will.
I'm gonna get fucking claimed on YouTube. God, fuck you.
Sorry,
I'm gonna get fucking claimed.
that was censored. I apologize. No one saw any of that.
Fucking, I don't know.
So, like-
whoever owns USA. I'm sure Disney fucking owns it. They're gonna be like, copyright claim.
So on like those bigger servers, so I'm guessing it's probably to protect the streamers. Their names don't show up. I'm assuming.
Well, no, because the thing is, though, those servers, for example, you can't get in unless you fill out an application, and on the application it says, this is a roleplay server that people stream on, so no yelling profanities and just,
I gotcha.
you know what I mean? Like there's sets of rules, but no, the reason they do that is so that when,
Don't
the-
scream the N-word at the top of your
Yeah.
lungs.
yeah, because these are people that are making a legit living doing it,
Yeah.
so they don't want that. Like the other day we robbed a store and it was pretty funny, dude. It was pretty funny. But because we put on costumes and changed our voices, but our names still show up at the top. So
Oh, okay.
I was just trying it out. But as soon as I walked out of the door, I got tased.
Does did you say they're taking that away where your name shows up, or
They already did.
Oh, they did.
Yeah. So last night I was playing with a couple people and we robbed somebody for the first time.
That's what's up.
It was funny.
So how does
He
that
was
work?
picking weed. You walk up, and if they put their hands up, you get behind them and push G, and you can steal their inventory.
Really?
Gee.
When if
Yeah.
they
Or they
don't,
can
then it's
fight
like a
back and-
shootout.
Yeah, if there's a shootout type of thing where they die, then you actually don't get anything for it. Like you can't take their inventory when they're dead.
So in what scenario in that case do you get in trouble for doing that? So you go to rob somebody, they don't put their hands up, they fight back, you kill them. Like, is
Well,
that part of the
there's-
role playing, or can that guy be like, dude, like what the F?
Yeah, well, that one is kind of I mean, that's up to you, kind of like. If all of a sudden people start shooting, that's one thing, but I really don't know. I haven't been in that situation. I would imagine you would want to give the dude an opportunity for a fair fight. So
So how can like random people know that you're role playing? So you roll up on somebody, you're badass gangsters, you're drug dealers, you roll up on somebody, and it's part of your story that you're gonna go after this dude. Do you like? Can you? Is something like how does all that work, or do you just don't involve random people into your stories?
I
If,
do.
if you make, if
I
you get what I'm talking about. Like if that
I
makes
think
sense.
I get. I think I get what you're saying. So, like, for instance, my main character, he just runs around saying hi to people and like talking to people, and
Yeah.
essentially, I do try to make people laugh. But if you want to do like a role play story arc, is that what you're referring to?
Yeah, like say like you just want to be like this badass guy that's on the run from the cops or whatever, and that's your character, and you're robbing people, things along those lines. But some random doesn't want to get robbed. Like, how do you like play
Oh,
that in?
sucks for you.
How do you play that into the
Sucks
story?
to
Like,
suck.
Yeah, that's just get good. Don't be
Yeah,
dumb.
just-
Don't walk around with fucking tons of money in your pocket.
Yeah,
Okay.
sucks to suck. You-
because like if that guy be like, well, I didn't want to get robbed. Can they go to the moderators and be like, hey, this guy fucking robbed me. I didn't want to get robbed. I'm just playing for fun. Or they can't do
Well,
that.
Well,
Not
here's-
really.
Yeah, here's the thing. It's like,
Like, why are
Do
you
you
in there
walk
though at that
around-
point?
do
Yeah.
you walk around like downtown, and if someone comes up to you and robs you, are you gonna throw a fucking hissy fit and be like, I didn't want to get robbed today? I mean, you
Yeah,
probably
that's
would,
true.
but I mean, what's gonna happen? Nothing.
I really wish they did have like an FBI type thing, you know, like somehow where a character can go and get clues.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like,
Yeah,
how,
but
how
I
did
don't
this
know
murder
how-
actually happen and actually like solve it?
Yeah, I don't know how they would do that, but that would be super cool if they could.
That'd be pretty
Um,
interesting.
That would almost take
Yeah.
like a whole new. They would have to like completely rework the game.
Well, when I get the cop character, I'm gonna I have a separate costume I have put together for like a vigilante. So I'm gonna role
That's
play a
pretty cool.
character that he is a cop and has the abilities of a cop, but he's not supposed to be able to. I don't know. It's gonna be funny. I have an idea. I have a series, and I want to see if one of my buddies, because they just said the other day that gangs, because there was a big problem with gangs.
Hmm.
There was the red gang and the blue gang, and they were just two groups of people that would start shooting anybody in the opposing colored car, and it
I
was like,
gotcha.
whoa, dude, you're like, because some of the ambulances are fucking
The red.
blue
Oh,
or
red.
blue. Yeah, actually, you're right. There is a blue one, but they look like SUVs, some of them. So like people were on their way, medics were on their way to take care of something, and
They got
you're not
killed.
allowed to mess with the medics like really at all. Yeah, and they were getting their cars blowed up while they were
I
driving.
gotcha.
Yeah.
So it's essentially
So-
part of the game. You want to be a drug addict, not a drug addict, but you want to be a drug
Drug
dealer.
addict.
Drug addict. You want to be a drug dealer or something. You essentially know that the cops are looking at you, and if you get arrested or killed by a cop, basically, it's nothing. You can't really bitch and complain that you got killed. Kind of like that guy who shot, like you shot the guy with the shotgun because he was aiming a gun at you. Like he can't go to the admins and be
Oh.
like, "Hey, this guy shot me."
He did anyways, and
Yeah,
and
that's a little bit different though.
by the way, a story update on that. A couple 2 days, 3 days later, he ended up getting banned from the server for doing the same thing over something else that was dumb as fuck.
Really?
Yeah, the server admins were like, "Stop bothering us over that." There's actually another kid that jumped on, and I've been kind of talking to him, but I told him earlier, I'm like, "Man, you gotta learn how to just let shit die, because you keep bothering the server admins over money, because he's in the Discord and he's constantly bothering them over money, because the server ended up being reset." And I'm like, "Dude, they're gonna kick your ass, man."
Like money that he gained inside the game.
Yeah, and then the whole game restarted. I was like, "Dude, I had more money than you did," and it happened. It's just you just gotta realize that
Oh, that's when it was
know.
down.
Yeah, well, usually they can just restart. Like, so they do an update or they do a patch and then they restart the server. Well, something happened that ended up they had to actually erase the whole server and start over.
Oh, that
Jesus.
sucks.
Yeah, it did suck, but you know, it's a plant. I mean, it's these servers are finicky anyways. You can't get sentimentally attached
They're
to
very
anything in the
jank.
game.
Yeah.
Huh?
Extremely jank.
Yeah, you can't. Like I told him, I'm like, dude, the fun isn't fun if there's never an L.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
what? You know, it's like if you don't ever lose, then you don't have a counterbalance to the wins. So like,
Exactly. It's boring.
yeah, it
winning
sucks,
games.
but and that's why you have to. That's why you just have to have fun with it. And yeah, sometimes you're gonna farm for a whole day, and then your whole day is gonna get ruined. So
Yep.
you know,
Yep.
it's time. Yeah, kids, man, they don't have these. They don't have
It
Final
is.
Fantasy 7 and Star Ocean and all these other games. That you grind for fucking 15 hours.
Heck yeah, man.
15 hours? Holy shit, that's a speed run.
Fuck
I
yeah,
know,
it is.
really, it is.
Oh,
don't know
speaking
how
of
many
speed
times
runs, I got a
How
couple
many hours?
couple funny things later for speaking of people beating games in interesting ways. But that's cool though. How often are you gonna be streaming that, Schroeder? I know I haven't seen you stream it much, but
I'm pretty much planned. That's probably what my channel's gonna evolve into, because like I was trying to do it with Arc, because that's what I wanted to do. Is I wanted to do role play,
Mhm.
and so I did that episode in Arc, and
it's hilarious as fuck, by the
Yeah,
way.
That's funny as
all right, I haven't even posted it live yet.
You need to
I
do it.
can't record
Do it. I will add
Um,
it to your channel and post it.
Well, all right, I need, but I'm gonna be doing that with the I'm gonna do that with the Grand Theft Auto stuff,
Nice.
There you go.
and I think it's gonna be a lot funnier.
There's-
Why can I not get these headphones in? So I'm gonna be doing a whole bunch of it. It's
Nice.
I think I'm gonna, instead of Arc on Tuesdays, I'm gonna do that on Tuesdays. Wednesdays I'm probably gonna do it. Thursdays is the Royal Rumble.
Yep.
Fridays,
Hold on, that's trademarked.
well, whatever they call it.
That's trademarked.
The Overwatch.
Disney.
Yeah,
Battle Royal.
Overwatch and Under. I
Yeah.
don't know, but
Hey, I like
yeah, there's
that.
that.
Overwatch and Under.
And then Fridays might be Fallout Friday every once in a while, but Fridays are probably going to be Grand
GTA,
Theft
baby.
Auto. Yep, especially if my buddy gets his server up and running, because I'll have more pull in what we can add and take away and edit and things like that.
Nice.
Because like some servers I was watching, some servers not only do they have all the different jobs you can do, so you have the jobs you can do, you have the illegal activities you can do, you have role playing you can do. Well, some of the servers also have like points of interest. So I was watching one stream where they were trying to turn, I think they were trying to turn the power station off.
Or BRB.
like
keep talking.
Yeah, the electric plant. They were like trying to turn the electric plant off, and it was a series of like locks that spin, and you have to get the lines
Yeah.
to match up, you know.
Yeah.
And it looked like it was actually kind of difficult. But
Huh.
hey, Potato, what's going on? But they were running the spin dials, and as soon as you trigger one of them, because there's like 3 of them, the cops are like on their way, and they come packed. So something, I don't know what ends up happening when you shut it off. In our server, I would like it to do a server restart if
Yep.
somebody turns the power plant off.
God, that would fuck everything though.
Yeah, man. If a server restart happens, like we'd have it so it automatically saves like every 10 minutes or whatever,
Yeah.
but fucking somebody manages to turn the power plant off, it fucking restarts the server. Or shuts down electricity in half the town or something. I don't know. I think it would be cool if it did something funny.
That'd be neat.
But yeah, doing those type of things and heists and things like that would be fun if they were able to implement them better. I've been thinking about, that's the other thing about really cool about running your own server, the idea that I can have it set up so that, I don't know, maybe there's a van or something that's being escorted by a couple cops, and then put the announcement on the bulletin board, you know, for them to try to take it,
Yeah.
you know, see if anybody can actually, and then this way it's a fun little thing.
Oh man, I could see me being like some sort of like fucking kingpin or mob boss, and
Hmm.
be like, I want you to get that fucking van for me. There's a $500,000 bounty on this van. And everyone's like, "What's in the van?" And it's just like, "I just want the van. It's a nice looking van.
It's a nice van.
It's a nice looking van, dude. This has like DVD players in the back, yo."
Right.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. The GTA 5 RP is a really interesting idea, and I'm glad that the game is actually seeing like a renaissance again. It's
Yeah.
weird because it's had like 3 renaissances.
Well, especially because of how old it is. That game came out like 2000 what 13,
13.
14.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we found it was like 13.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah,
It's
it came
cool.
on
It's
PS3 and 360.
right. Remember how gorgeous it was? It is
Oh,
a
it was
good game.
beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful at the time. You look at it compared to like the new versions now, it's like, oh, this looks like trash garbo. Looks like
Yeah, well,
absolute.
there was rumor that they might be making a GTA 6, but
Oh, I'm sure they're making it right now. I'm
I
sure
was
it's in
looking around
development.
online though, and they said that there's no indication they were planning on doing that.
Oh, they're definitely are. They want money. They the GTA 5 will only have so much steam, you know, until it just fizzles, and then GTA 6 comes out.
Right.
I
Well,
think
honestly, it seems like
both games will kind of coexist for a while until the servers pick up for GTA 6.
Yeah,
what
would
these
have
game
to.
companies, what these game companies need to realize is that they need to stop. They need to start working on their engines more. You know, if they can make it so that they can just put out something that the modding community can then take and build off of.
Do you think because of all the modding in 5 that 6 will be more geared towards that?
Who
Hell no.
knows? Yeah,
Hell no.
but yeah, they're not
Hell
about
no.
that. Rockstar is not about the modding thing. They're
Rockstar
like
is
They don't
not
do
the
anything about it though. They let it happen.
they did really hard. I don't know how I don't know how this 5M thing is getting away with it. Maybe it's a controlled environment and that's why they allow it to be there, but
Yeah, it's not an
people
official
were getting
server.
dude, people were getting banned for having a single player game and putting a mod on their own just single player.
Yep.
Bro, really?
Yeah,
Oh.
man, they were fucking killing
Oh.
people with it.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Mhm.
That sucks though, because I feel like it draws people to this.
I know that's what the entire community's yelling about. They're like, that doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's driving
Like-
people back to a game that's been very dormant for a few years.
Yeah, who knows how many people have bought? I wonder what their sales numbers look like over the last
170,000 people right now are watching Grand Theft Auto 5.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
what I'm saying, dude.
50,000 more than Fortnite. That's insane.
Yeah, 'cause it's
Absolutely
hilarious.
insane. Like, it's just crazy. It's awesome.
Yeah, hey, good for Rockstar.
Mr. Chang,
Yeah.
most wanted.
The company.
That's
the
probably-
company that
that
works
might
their
be him.
people to death.
Yeah.
You would
Some
figure too
hours
because
a week.
Rockstar has not like the servers. They essentially don't have to do anything. Other people run them, so they kind of sit there, right, in a sense,
Yeah.
and gain
bank,
revenue.
yeah.
I don't know why they wouldn't want to capitalize on that.
I don't know.
Kind of like
'Cause
how
they can't make money off of it.
yeah, maybe. I guess like if you license it out, I guess if you try to license it, like for example, McDonald's Corporation. McDonald's as a corporation does not want to physically own any McDonald's. They want to
No, that's
license
expensive. That's extremely expensive.
the name
to own a
McDonald's to independent people like Erie. For example, this company called Tomule Enterprises owns 7 McDonald's. They own the one on Peach, the Upper and Lower, Interstate, Girard, Albion, State Street, and there's 2 more that this one particular company owns.
Yep.
Um,
And then they give their dues to McDonald's.
yeah, and that's you would figure they'd want to do the same thing because then McDonald's doesn't have to do anything. The physical owners are in charge, while McDonald's, as the hierarchy, just gets a royalty for letting them use the name McDonald's.
Yeah.
So
That's
Yeah.
why you see there's some like McDonald's that serve like the McRib or Shamrock Shakes year round.
yep, because it's self-owned, and
Yeah.
like that McDonald's I worked at in Girard, and like I said, it's the same company. It's all self-owned, and that's what McDonald's wants to do. Only 15% of the McDonald's are owned by the corporation itself.
Oh yeah.
Every
James,
other McDonald's is self-owned.
James,
Yes.
do you know of the existence of a McDonald's that sells Shamrock Shakes year round?
There are some, yeah.
Is there any back home?
No,
No,
Damn.
not in Erie.
none up here. No,
Damn.
Not in Erie. But I know there are
Dude,
though.
I would fucking go to McDonald's all the time if they had Shamrock Shakes here.
Yeah.
None of the
What you do
McDonald's
is you
down
have 'em-
here. Go ahead, Schroeder.
You have them do like Shamrock Shake for the first like quarter, then chocolate, then Shamrock, then chocolate.
There you go.
You have them layer it like that. Yeah, it's good shit. Real good shit.
So Walker, what have you been up to?
Yeah.
Just living the dream. Been really playing played some more what the fuck's that game called? Left 4 Dead 4, Left 4 Dead 2. Unfortunately, Left 4 Dead 4. Yeah, I know. We skipped 3, which unfortunately James got kicked out of last week.
Oh, fuck that bullshit.
Yeah. Did you ever get that like sorted out?
Yeah, I Discord just randomly reinstalled itself.
Yeah, he messaged me and he was like, "Yeah, it started." I tweeted him, and then it started downloading by itself.
Yeah, it was.
It's like they knew. So that was fun. Which you were there, Schroeder.
I swear my blood pressure went up like 20 points during.
Dude,
that
yeah, you were
board.
so mad.
I was so fucking pissed.
Nah, you were so mad. I felt bad, but haven't really gamed as much as I should, unfortunately, and it hurts my soul. I don't like the whole move kind of thrown things off a little bit. This 3-hour time zone, it really fucks with me because right now it's 7:50 right there, and
No,
it's
it's
almost
weird.
It's 11 for you guys, isn't it?
Yeah.
10:50.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so it throws stuff off. So I'm geared up. Okay, it's 8 p.m. Let's get it. It's fucking 11 o'clock where you guys are at.
Yeah.
9 p.m. Like what? When I lived in Central Time, I got done working at 8 Central, 9 p.m. your guys' time. So 7:30, 8 o'clock, I would get on at my time. 8 p.m. It'd be 9 p.m. mine time, 10 p.m. your guys' time. So which isn't horrible.
No.
Now I'm getting on at 7.
Just so you can get.
Yeah. So yesterday, for example, WrestleMania. It started at 2 p.m.
Yeah.
So
That's fucking ridiculous.
2 p.m.'s the
That's
pre-show,
weird.
5 p.m.'s the actual show. 4 p.m. was the actual show. 7 p.m. it started with you guys. So James started watching at 7 p.m. It's dark. Okay, it's nighttime. My time, it was fucking 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 85 degrees. And so I'm inside. I'm looking outside. I'm like, this is so fucking awkward. Like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
It's so weird watching a wrestling event when it's light out.
Yeah, so it throws, in retrospect, it's the same time as you guys, but, like, in my sense, it's not. So, like, when I got on, it was 6 p.m. when I got on this. 9 p.m.
So weird.
when you guys got on. It's just like you wouldn't think 3 hours makes a difference, but it really does.
It does. 3 hours is a long time, man.
It is. And so
That's
it kind of...
fucking Avengers. The new Avengers movie.
Oh, that is confirmed, by the way. The new Avengers is 3 hours. It's 3 hours and 1 minute long.
God
Fuck
damn.
that.
Making it the longest movie by like 40 seconds. It beats the Justice League.
That's
Sidebar.
crazy.
Oh, Dances with Wolves is longer, my dude.
Oh, yeah. Well, modern time.
Well, okay.
Dances with Wolves was in the 70s. Like modern, like the last couple years.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Let's get technical here then. Is that my new catchphrase? You want to get technical? If you really want to get technical here, there is a movie that is coming out. I think next year, the year after. That's going to be like 24 hours long.
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Are they just putting every single piece of clip they ever recorded for this movie and not cutting anything?
It's one of those like avant-garde like artsy things. It's only going to be shown once, and they're destroying the master copy.
Interesting.
Okay.
Weird. But anyways, yeah, the time zone kind of throws it off, so it's just like it doesn't really bother me so much. But when I used to play, my kids would be going to bed.
Yeah.
Now they're up for 3 more hours, 2.5 more hours.
Yeah.
Like when I used to end gaming, my son Lincoln would be in bed because it would be 8:30, 9 o'clock-ish my time, and Grayson would be going to bed as well.
Coffee, kick it in.
Now they're up for another 2 some hours, and it's just like it feels weird. Like right now they're out, like they're in the living room playing, and Nicole's
it's
working,
Weird.
and so like I feel bad. Like they're chilling in the living room by themselves, and I'm in here. So I kind of got to work that out a little bit. Like how do I make this work? Because
How do you balance it?
because I don't want to just chill in here at 6:30 when it's still sunny for another 2 hours. But at the same time, if I don't, I can't game with you guys. And so that's a challenge for myself.
What we need to do is we just need to move over there.
Exactly. You all need to come to Texas, Arizona. Speaking of Texas, though, fucking 2 months plus in the making, that call center job called me today to set up a final interview with corporate on Friday. Like, this literally has been the long... No, I'm not saying anything bad about Best Buy if you're watching this. I love you guys. But it's been literally the longest interview that I've ever... Like, this process has literally been almost 3 months.
Wow.
Because how long... I told you about this a long time ago. It was a while ago. It was a while ago. It was... What is it? April? January? February when I applied for all this?
Yeah, I think it was like February.
And... I had the over-the-phone interview, the original one. That took about a month. I had a phone interview with... It was about a month and a half, and then I had a phone interview with... Because there's no GM. Essentially, I'm the GM.
Yeah, you'll be the Michael Scott.
Exactly what it is. And kind of like his boss, like the district guy who oversees everything. I had an interview with him. And that has since been a month. And I got a message today while I'm working. The lady wants to set me up now with the corporate director of what's called ECC, Employee Customer Care. Because what this job is, it's ECC of sales. So it's Employee Customer Employee Customer Care of sales. So customer calls in, they want to buy something. I'm the one that helps train the employees to sell the product over the phone to them. Mm-hmm. Adding the Geek Squad protection, everything like that. I don't sell myself, but I help coach and train one-on-ones, do all that, help the employees over the phone, basically give them the skills and whatever else it is. To a customer calls in, hey, I saw this TV, I'm trying to buy it off BestBuy.com, it's not working. Oh, I can definitely help you. Then adding the accessories, the Geek Squad, blah, 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 blah. So essentially having a full-fledged sale over the phone without actually seeing the person.
That's interesting.
Now, do people work from home, or do you go to a place?
It's in an actual building. So, just like the office. It's in a some kind of tower building. It's a one whole floor. And I'm assuming I would have an office. I don't know, never. But it's kind of cool. So it's essentially in the middle of nowhere, but at the same time it's not. It's directly in the middle of San Antonio and Austin. It's 30 minutes to San Antonio, 30 minutes to Austin. So then you essentially can kind of pick, if you want to live in a big city, which one you want to live in.
Kind of like us here, where it's like we're an hour and a half from Cleveland, Buffalo, and Pittsburgh.
Exactly. So that is Friday with, like I said, the corporate director of the ECC, and then from there, I don't know if he decides or he goes back and gets with the district manager, and they kind of go from there. So,
wait a minute, does that mean your family would be moving again?
So, the game plan for that would be is I would move by myself because Nicole was contracted, so she can't leave. And then we have this apartment for 6 months. So essentially, I would move by myself, find a place. Schroeder, you would move with me.
Fucking asshole.
You know I love you, James. You'd be there too. Yeah, you're. You know I love you.
That'd be crazy, dude. The three of us on the.
James is like,
Just
"Oh,
a
fuck you
streamer
guys, I'm
house."
not going now. No, but I would like fucking like you two coming. That'd be absolutely amazing. Hire you guys at max salary. Uh, don't know what that is, but we'll talk logistics in the future.
Yeah.
But essentially, I would move by myself, get my own place, and then I would be in Texas by myself or whoever wants to take the journey with me, and eventually Nicole then would come with the boys to me because my parents are leaving tomorrow to come here. So Nicole will have the support from from my mom, like as a babysitter and stuff like that. So they wouldn't necessarily need me here. So that's kind of that is what the game plan would
You're
be.
expendable.
Exactly, I'm expendable. But yeah, that's what the essentially the game plan would be is she would stay here, make a shit ton of money. I would go there, make a shit ton of money, and then together eventually she then would come to me, and then she can either apply at jobs in San Antonio or apply in jobs in Austin.
Yeah.
'Cause
Well, that's a decent plan.
so, but that like obviously I'm assuming if I get it, I would find out next week, and then from there I don't know how
Figure
like
out.
fast how. So say they like, tell me like the next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, which is the 15th, 16th, 17th. I'm assuming they would probably be like, hey, can you be here by May 1st? So I don't know exactly how that logistic plans. They may say like May 6th, give me a full month. I don't know, or tell me to take my time. I don't know, because I know.
Right, but either way, you'd have a lot of buttons to push.
Yeah, and I know from when I was told that they're expanding this call center, so they're hiring 2 of my positions. I'm assuming it's probably. I don't know if we'll split the teams in half, like because they're adding 20 employees to this call center because that's how much like this side of the business is actually booming. Like even like my Geek Squad side of it, they're adding in the last like couple weeks they've added like 10 other jobs and they're gonna keep adding more jobs. I was like, that's kind of cool because the more people that don't want to come into the store, unfortunately, that is a declining business. Is people physically coming into the store.
I mean, why do that when you could just get it over the phone? You know,
Exactly.
I mean, like that's what I would do. I mean, fuck going anywhere.
So
Saturday, I didn't put on pants until like 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
I know. And plus, with games like Grand Theft Auto role playing coming out, I got one of those. I got one of those chairs that the handicap people use, so that you just sit in that and drop a deuce. The white ones with the metal things around.
Yep.
Yeah, I got one of those, so I didn't have to go anywhere. You know, I ordered a pizza and just sat down in my chair and
just lived the dream.
Gamed for like 110 hours. I'm just kidding.
That's phenomenal. But yeah, so that's
Larry Hogs.
Larry Hogs. But yeah, essentially that's the game plan. So we'll see how that pans out here. So I like Texas. I had no issues with Texas, and that puts me 2 hours ahead of where I was before. So that's always a plus. But what the schedule would be when it comes down to that, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's a salary position.
Hell yeah, dude!
So.
If you end up moving to Texas, I'd fucking squat with you for until your lady gets there, and then figure out what my next move would be. But
yeah,
heck yeah, man.
Yeah, let me. I'll definitely keep you both posted because I definitely want. If I do get it, obviously I want to have the best team I can possibly have. So, and you are 2 of the best salespeople I know. So. And with Geek Squad experience,
I'm terrible. I'm terrible at sales. Stuff to people.
Being at Geek Squad for so long, who knows?
You know what my favorite thing to do now is?
What?
Functionality check.
There you go. Oh my god.
It really is. I love doing functionality. Nobody bothers you. You just do your business.
That was your least favorite thing.
Do it. I know. It used to be my least favorite. Now it's my favorite.
That was That's everyone's least favorite.
No, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, me too, man.
All day.
Because nobody else wants to do it, nobody bothers you when you're doing it.
Oh fuck no, because they don't want to do it, so they see the guy doing it. Okay, he can do them all.
Yeah,
that was
still don't.
Everyone's
Yeah,
like,
I
"Oh,
know.
Ebes can do it." I wonder how he's doing.
I know. He was one of my favorite humans in the whole world.
Because he's not there anymore, right? You guys had to get rid of all your OS, right?
Yeah,
That's
we
what I
did.
thought.
It's
Yeah, we got rid of them all.
crazy.
What did he leave for?
Crazy.
Didn't he start like his own business? Do you remember, James?
I think so.
I don't remember.
Mark playing.
Your microphone's a little quiet, bro.
Is it? Well,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm fucking like peeking on mine.
There you go.
Like,
It was
on
because I
mine.
think he was away from where he was talking.
Yeah, I was
Oh.
like right here. Yeah.
I think I have to make some adjustments.
Closer.
But no, that's one thing going back. I said just finishing up mine. I know we're getting off topic, but that's one thing I just want to work on myself is trying to balance the 3-hour time difference. Because if I don't get the job, obviously we're gonna stay here for the foreseeable future. So trying to balance that. Not that Nicole really she doesn't care, but at the same time I feel like she's frustrated. She comes home, the boys are chilling in the living room by themselves for 2+ hours, and then I think it'll be
Yeah.
better when my mom comes, because then she can help out on that side. Not I'm saying I'm not gonna do anything for people that want to take that out of context. There for people that are like, oh, you're a fucking shitty dad. You're not gonna help with your kid. You're just gonna game all goddamn day. No, that's not what I'm saying. And Nicole knows that I want to make money off of this. That's my ultimate goal is to be financially stable one day to where I don't have to physically work and this can be my job. So, and obviously
Yeah.
it takes time and takes
A lot of
effort. I've
time.
only been doing
A lot
it
of
for 4 months, 3 months.
Something like that. Yeah.
So
It's been a hot minute.
and obviously being away from it doesn't help my cause, but at the same time it's that's my goals. And then playing, like I said, I got GTA 5, so I'm gonna be joining you that venture, and then I don't know.
Yeah, hurry the hell up with that, man. What the fuck's taking you so long to get on the server? You need to come up with a character. You know, think about who your character's gonna be, and then.
I'm really down to do that rogue cop thing. I think that would be fucking.
Well, I think you and I should be. I think we should wear basically the same costume, but one of us wear red or white, and the other one wear black. And then like we're What if we did that? We were partners, and then something happened.
Just drifted apart, and then we started we started not trusting each other.
Exactly.
This guy is being sketchy. I don't know, man. I think we need to start investigating him. And you say the same with me, and
exactly. And then it ends up
tensions brew.
and something crazy happens, and then we end up getting thrown off the force.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then there's two gangs, and it's like super villains.
Everyone, calm the f down. Put the guns away. No one has to die today, folks. I don't care. He betrayed me.
Yeah. And then at the very end there'll be this really awkward love scene.
Exactly. We'll
Very
make it happen.
Like extremely
amazing.
awkward.
And then
But this would take like a couple months.
Oh,
This
yeah.
would be over the course of. This would be a series that fucking lives on in it forever.
and I
We'll
do
have our
gotta.
own Dragon Ball Z moment on top of the roof.
Oh fuck yeah! And then I do gotta play that into next week. World War Z comes out, so that's the new age version of Left 4 Dead. So I am gonna be getting that and playing that. Don't worry, I'm gonna do both. I'm only gonna play World War Z when someone wants to play with me. So, and I don't think James is getting it.
Nope.
I don't think so.
Probably not for a while. Not for a hot
So
Yeah, I don't know when I'll get it either.
so if no one gets it, then it'll just sit there. But at least I'll have it.
Yeah,
So
still have it. Where do you get it on?
probably PS4
PC? PS4.
because I know Miller pre-ordered it for PS4.
Okay.
So
I wish there was more games that we could do the battle royale thing on.
not necessarily Battle Royale, but Borderlands 3. They are working hard to make it cross-platform.
Halo,
That'd be
Halo,
Halo, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Halo's coming
Halo.
back.
Yeah,
Oh.
Borderlands
Just
3
for
to
more of
kind
those
of
Team Fortress stuffs, you know.
segue our way directly into news.
I forgot to say what I want to do since you guys are talking about what you want to do.
Oh, my bad.
Streaming wise.
Um,
I
go
told
ahead.
you about this, Walker. I want to get like The Sims 4. 'Cause
Mm.
there's a mod on there where you could be like there's the YouTuber career,
Yes.
Yes,
and
I've seen
I'll
that.
like do that and have like I'll make all three of us a character, like different characters, and all just in the one YouTube house.
I like that.
And I just see the fucking madness ensue.
Don't you have didn't you have one time Schroeder have like a Geek Squad house?
Yep.
Like Dale
really
was just
dumb.
always depressed and sad.
Yeah, and you were into physical fitness. I
Oh
think I
boy,
only
that
ended
will
up
change.
getting. Yeah, I ended up getting I only played that for a couple days.
Did he show me that though? And Dale was like, "You can see Dale right there. He's walking around. He's all mopey."
He's fucking moping about something.
And I think I was like lifting weights or something like that. I was like, "That's fucking amazing." That was the peak of my fitness. That's kind of changed since then, but it'll go back there one day.
Yeah.
I do like that idea though. That's not multiplayer, right?
No, hell no.
That sucks.
I wish it was. Yeah, if it was, man,
They had The
that'd
Sims Online years ago, and that was trash.
that was
fire.
terrible.
Oh,
Terrible.
I forgot about that game.
Yeah.
You would think that
A
with
lot
the
of people
game,
do.
because that's got a bigger semi-open world concept, The Sims, that
Yeah,
they
I
would
don't
have like
understand why they've never done it.
an online. Yeah, they don't speak words, but you can type. I guess we could
Yeah.
talk if they had a mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they had a mic, dude. If they made it online, that game would fucking explode.
Oh yeah.
You don't really need to make it online though, because it's like again, it's the role playing opportunities are huge in that, and it's just
Oh yeah.
playing with your dolls.
Yep.
Essentially.
Well, that's what I mean. But playing with real people, the organic situations that happen
Oh yeah.
are fucking
That would be a-
gold, bro.
Didn't you make like an art gallery or something, Schroeder? Or you were going to?
In my game?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought so.
yeah. Art's the most profitable thing in the
Yeah.
Sims, it seems.
It is. Yeah, it actually is.
So
Like things
starting
like
an art gallery is usually the most profitable. It was ridiculous. Because in the Sims 4 you can make clubs.
Mhm.
You can.
So I would have like a club of children that would just go around cleaning things. They were my little Chinese workforce. And then I had a bunch of people that would come and paint pictures, and then I would sell them.
That's
And
awesome.
they were like the workforce. I wanted to make like an Alex Jones studio.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
But I couldn't figure out a way to
Wow,
monetize
sorry,
the
as a
characters.
meme.
But that's awesome though. Like I think that really would add to that role playing adventure if you were able to
That'd
get
be
multiple people like in the house, like, hey, want to move in with me? No, I'm gonna build my old house off to the side, and then
Fuck
eventually
you.
But yeah, exactly. You know, like,
find if you actually found somebody in the game per se, you can have them move in with you, or just have your
Grand Theft.
Hey, you want to come to my creepy sex dungeon?
exactly.
You could even hell, dude. You could even go cross-platform or cross-game with it. Because in Grand Theft Auto, you can't build houses and shit. So
Yeah.
like it's almost like it's the same game, but for two different types of people. You have
Yeah.
the people
Mhm.
that want no PvP at all and just building, and then you got the people that want PvP and no building.
Yeah.
So
It's like you're two different worlds.
right, and have them combined together. Like fuck this,
Exactly.
I'm going home, and then you drive over to Sims 4 and
Yep.
fucking now you're playing with that community, and you got some friends from the other game that come over and hang out and stuff like that.
That would be kind of cool though, having that like you have like your friendly neighborhood, like you kind of hanging out with your family, and then you have your dark side, your second life, where I have to go to work, where it's like, babe, I have to go to work, and then you drive to the other
You're a
side, and
fucking drug
you're a
dealer.
fucking drug dealer killing people.
Yep.
Come
Hey,
home, I
honey,
love
I
you,
gotta
honey.
go over the bridge.
It's like I love
Now
you
let me
so
just
much.
build this beautiful extension to our fucking to our trailer.
Come home. I just made a $500,000 doing what? Oh, just doing my job, babe. Oh, that's so awesome. I love you, honey. Okay, I'm going to work. Boom, 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 boom. Fucking killing
God,
people.
that'd be so cool to tie. Dude, could you imagine if somebody found a way to make the two games blend and then tie the currency together?
Oh my god.
Like one currency for both games. God, that'd be
Kinda
the
like,
coolest shit in the world.
Kind of like a Breaking Bad concept, where like the guy where what the fuck's his name? Walter White had a loving family, and everything like that. But at the end of the day, he was a meth. He made meth, like the purest meth in the world. Obviously, it didn't turn out for him, but you take the not turning out concept out of it. But then he had to keep it secret, and then his wife found out, and then she was in on it, and that like taking like that TV show and making it into a game would be phenomenal. Where you have one person, two lives, like that would be a game for the ages.
Yeah, yeah.
And then based on what you say
And
you're
then tie
due,
it into like fucking Elite Dangerous.
Yeah.
Now you're in space too. Could you imagine?
That'd be sick. And then
God.
based on like your actions or what you say and do, it changes like the content of the game. Like if you fuck up and say something to somebody,
Guys,
you're gonna say there's a game like that.
guys,
What?
there's a multiplayer mod for The Sims 4.
Is it really? That's
There's
funny.
a multiplayer mod. I guess it was in like 2 years in development.
That's hilarious.
Wow.
Fucking do it. There we go.
But
We're
that
gonna
would
tie
be
the two games Oh, dude, we're gonna tie the two
Set
games
in
together,
Goddamn stone.
and then it's gonna have. All right, so for the money, we'll use a Discord server.
There you go. Oh my god. Like you got to keep it like what would be cool like if they made you combine the two, but like I said if you like have an open mic and you say something wrong, like you get a pop-up saying like the dialogue of the game like it for your character now changed, where now you get like you go past cops and they're kind of looking at you like interesting. And then you
Yeah.
have to like try to cover your tracks so then you're not being looked at. And then you go back to your
Right.
home with your caring, loving family, and then, but at the same time, it's all open world, so you can find someone random, and kind of like
Yep.
then it'd be the concept of like me and you, like or me, you, and James. Like James is the cop, but he's not supposed to know like what we're doing, or vice versa, or one of us. James wouldn't be the cop, but
What you guys doing? You guys looking fucking shady over there.
Right?
What
God,
you
you
guys
guys
doing?
doing?
I'll just have a donut the entire time.
just standing there at the street corner every time you leave your house.
I'll be right back.
No, you're good, bro.
Fuck you guys
That's-
doing?
That would be
Well,
funny
hey,
though.
hey, that's perfect. Since he's gonna be gone, we can talk about WrestleMania.
Fuck yeah, man.
Oh yeah, because I don't know nothing about that stuff.
Yeah. All right.
So,
uh,
segue now.
let's kind of keep this short. Don't forget to put in the timestamp when we're done talking about WrestleMania.
Boom. Yesterday.
Yes, yesterday. WrestleMania. Fucking 50 million hours.
WrestleMania
God
3-5,
God damn it, that was so fucking long.
2 p.m. Well, 2 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m.
5 p.m. our
5
time.
no, 5 p.m. your time. Actual event was 5.5 hours total, 7.5 hours worth of wrestling.
I didn't leave Ramon's house until like 12:30.
Jeez.
I got there at 5. I put in a full goddamn work day.
So either a 1 to 10,
My dad said fruit bar.
either a 1 to 10, or the alphabet grades. What do you give it overall for the show?
I give it a solid 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
There were some moments that made me fucking just shit myself because how great it was.
Mm-hmm. No,
Can
there
we-
was.
Can we talk about the Elias segment?
Oh my god, that was absolutely
How
amazing.
much did you mark out? Because I marked out when Elias is sitting there playing his guitar, and then you hear "Word this Thugonomics," and then fucking John Cena with his Yankees jersey, wearing his jorts.
Dude, that was.
Oh my god,
At first,
marked out
I
hard.
couldn't. When I heard the thing and I saw the thing, I'm like, I can't read what that says. And then it was, you think you're untouchable? I was like, no fucking way.
See, what was really funny was our buddy Britton. We were talking a little bit before that, and he was like, "Man, during the Kurt Angle match, John Cena should just come out, but as original John Cena."
Dude, that
I
was.
marked out so hard during that entire thing. It was great.
Dude, his rap was spot on. It was fucking perfect. I'm like, oh my god, this is
it
amazing.
hurt me. It hurt me. I felt the burn.
Dude, that
They
was.
call me golden shovel, so I'm gonna bury you.
You call me the golden shovels. I'm gonna bury you now. It's like, oh my god.
Oh my god, that hurt. That fucking hurt my soul.
Dude, that was. I could not believe that he came. I was, cause like I said, I first came out. I'm like, I don't know what that says. I'm like, I know this music though, and then it says, "You think you're untouchable?" I'm like, I was like, oh! I was like, no fucking way!
We were all just like mouths agape, all four of us, just like holy shit.
That was
This
probably one of the
really
most
happening
iconic
right now.
moments of the whole entire night. I don't know. Did you watch the pre-show when Kurt
Oh, yeah.
Hawking won?
When who won?
The Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawking with the tag titles.
No, I didn't.
That was
out
pretty
grabbing
cool.
Pizza.
That was pretty cool. Crowd was like, you could tell that they learned from their previous mistakes. The arena was pretty packed because there's been previous years where people actually weren't sitting down until after the first match, like well into
Yeah.
the second, because of how
Last year.
crowded it was. Yeah, last year, the year before, Seth
The year
Rollins
before
winning.
was terrible.
Oh, that was awful. Seth Rollins winning was amazing. That was awesome. Which you kind of knew. It's rumored now that Brock Lesnar will be facing Daniel Cormier in Daniel Cormier's last UFC fight. Because after that he's gonna retire. And I love Paul Heyman's like little subtle hints. We're gonna go back to Las Vegas where we're ultimately appreciated. Ultimate Fighting Conference UFC. And I was like, you fucking take subtle jabs. I was like, that's hilarious.
Well, that whole match was kind of like a double-edged sword almost.
Yeah.
Because on the first hand, Rollins got fucking bodied at the beginning.
Oh my god, when
He
Brock
got
Lesnar face planted him off of the bottom, the metal.
Yeah. He got absolutely destroyed.
Yep.
So in my mind, it's like there's no fucking way that this dude could win.
Nope.
Like Rollins, there's no way he could win. He got destroyed. But on the other hand, so that's bad. The other bad is
he did a heel move. Seth Rollins did. Kicked him in the nuts.
Yeah, so like if Seth Rollins wins, it's bad because he shouldn't have won. He got his ass handed to him at the beginning. He shouldn't be fucking
speaking
walking.
of which.
But on the other hand, it's like, yeah, but Brock Lesnar would win again though.
If he'll come back. He
will.
mouthed. They quickly turned it away. He was like, "I'm gonna fucking kill you." When Seth Rollins was up on the ramp. Speaking of which, do you want? Oh, never mind. It didn't happen. So Kofi Kingston came out on Raw today and challenged Seth Rollins to a winner-take-all title for title match. To combine the titles. Unfortunately, it lasted a whole 5 minutes, it looks like. The Bar came out and beat them both up.
Okay.
And it became a no disqualification. The crowd started chanting, "This is bullshit."
Can I just say, I am so glad Kofi Kingston won.
Oh yeah, that was absolutely phenomenal.
We all popped so hard.
That was the biggest ovation when Kofi Kingston won.
Oh yeah, everyone in that stadium popped.
Dude, when he was getting kicked in the face by Daniel Bryan, then he got up and started like hulking up. The crowd was super
and you
hot
saw
for Kofi.
his weird non-pecs.
Yeah, his like weird man boobs.
It went over here.
That was awesome. So what was it? So you had Seth Rollins, Brock Lesnar, which was good.
We had that really good fatal four-way tag match with Aleister Black and Ricochet, and
I wish Ricochet did more.
Well, yeah, I mean this is just a taste.
AJ Styles versus Randy. What'd you think of that?
It was all right.
I guess AJ Styles got hurt. He's not gonna be on SmackDown tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think Randy Orton can be one of the best performers in the company if he's paired with the right person.
Oh yeah.
And I think AJ Styles is that right person.
So I guess WWE. I guess there was a huge controversy during that match. I guess there was a giant bright ass light that blinded half of the crowd during the whole entire match, and they couldn't. Nobody could see. Half the crowd couldn't see that fight. Because I guess they forgot to turn off like this beam that was at one of their entrances. So literally all you see is this bright ash yellow light. My phone died, so I can't show you it.
What other matches were
there? Is
there?
that Gross Schroeder or something? You just like spit it out.
What other matches were there? There's
the Bailey Schroeder. What was that? You're muted.
Yeah, you're muted. Your headphones.
It's coffee. I just coughed all over my fucking screen.
I was like, I wasn't sure if he was shocked at the yellow light that I talked about, or just like,
Well,
What?
that had
There's a
me.
yellow light.
That had me giggle too, and then
but
it all came together in a triumphant explosion of coffee.
the women's tag.
Women's tag was okay. It wasn't anything spectacular.
The ending was good with the Iconics.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was pretty good too. Yeah, that was pretty.
You had.
There was that fucking terrible match with Rey Mysterio.
I don't understand. He was injured to begin with. He hurt his ankle at Raw, like really, really bad. To I guess where he shouldn't even wrestled. It's like, why make him wrestle if you're just gonna have him squashed in 30 seconds?
You're just gonna get him bodied.
Shane versus The Miz.
Oh my God, The Miz is fucking dead.
So if
holy shit, that ending spot. I'm like, oh my God, they're gonna die.
So essentially, Schroeder, what happened was, you know what a suplex is when you take somebody, lift them up, and you both land on your backs. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that, but essentially, so what happened was Shane McMahon in this one person called The Miz were about 15 feet in the air. The Miz suplex
higher than that.
That's probably 25 feet in the air.
Oh, something like that.
Suplexes they both crash into I don't know what you even call it, a production padding or something like that.
Yeah.
And they're all sunken in.
Yeah. Let me tell you, and like The Miz wasn't moving.
No.
I was genuinely concerned for his health.
I don't know anything about wrestling. I don't know anything about what you guys are talking about.
I'm trying to find my my charger here so I can turn on my phone, but nevertheless.
Yeah, but that was a good match. I really liked how they went into the crowd and had a good old fashioned street fight.
Yep.
That was great. Because I was complaining during that, like right before all that shit happened.
They're not actually going to do it.
They never do that anymore. They never do that cool stuff anymore.
No, where they actually go into the crowd and beat the shit out of each other with weapons.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nia Jax. We saw that one. Kofi Kingston, that was phenomenal.
Yep.
Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns.
I'm tired of Roman.
People were booing him.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Which I kind of feel bad because that was supposed to be his comeback match.
That was supposed to be his comeback match, but you know what? Me being the cynical piece of shit I am, he probably didn't have leukemia. He probably didn't. 4 months.
Yeah, 4 months to recover. Triple H and Batista. That crowd was dead.
Fun.
It was.
That was fun.
I guess the crowd was completely dead at that point. They weren't even making noise. Like they just didn't care.
Can I just say how much I marked out when John Cena did the FU?
Oh, it was
like the 5-knuckle shuffle.
Yep, that was insane. Triple H ripping Batista's nose ring out of his face.
Yeah.
Essentially, a no hold bars match. Schroeder is like anything goes. So Dave Batista, who's his character in Guardians of the Galaxy? Drax in Guardians of the Galaxy. You know what I'm talking about? The guy that's all painted, super buff.
Yeah.
That's Dave Batista. He used to wrestle. Triple H.
He retired. Officially.
Yeah, Triple H. They had a no holds barred match, so that means essentially anything goes. And in one of the spots, he took a pair of pliers and ripped out Dave Batista's nose ring, and his nose started bleeding.
Rude.
It's great.
That's super rude.
The horrible Baron Corbin versus Kurt Angle farewell match.
Oh yeah, fuck that. Kurt Angle should have won.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't.
Won. That is a spit in the face of one of your top performers since like the beginning.
I understand that, like, you want to. I know it's his last match, so it doesn't matter or not. But you just want to make him. It's his last match. Why have him?
Cutting out hard, bro.
It fucking matters. It still fucking matters.
Yeah.
Because it is his last match. That's why I'm so pissed that the Undertaker kept losing his last matches. I mean, I could see the reasoning for it to build up heat, but like, yo, he's just fucking bad. It's just bad.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense either.
All right, what about the last match where I was falling asleep midway through it?
Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte versus Becky.
Yeah.
Not bad. Ronda Rousey.
It wasn't a bad match.
Ronda Rousey, I guess, horribly broke her hand.
Really?
Yeah, she either either she punched somebody or landed on her hand wrong, and she, I guess, really legitly badly broke her hand.
Oh Jesus.
It wasn't bad. The ending was kind of shit.
That ending, I hated that ending.
I guess that was Ronda Rousey's fault.
Really?
Supposedly she wasn't supposed to have her shoulder up, and she did.
Jeez.
Supposedly she wasn't supposed to have her shoulder up, and she accidentally put it up. So I guess it was supposed to be like a straight pin.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
but-
no, that full ending where she just kind of slid on top and.
yeah, that whole spot was pretty awful.
Yeah. Oh boy. I'm glad that we stopped drinking every time there was a botch.
That's
I
hilarious.
feel like I would have been dead.
Hall of Fame news. Do you ever recall Bret the Hitman Hart Schroeder or know the name?
Yeah. Yep.
During the Hall of Fame on Saturday on live TV, he got attacked.
Yeah, on stage.
On
in the
stage.
ring.
Well,
A
that's
fan
okay.
jumped-
He's a wrestler. He can do.
Well, a
But he's
fan
also
jumped
like
the-
65 years old.
Yeah, a fan jumped the barrier and just kind of tackled him,
Yeah, tackled him
Yes.
and his niece.
blindsided him. Oh,
Like-
that dude got fucking wrecked.
Oh my
though.
god, like 10 like wrestlers now came up and literally were punching him in the face.
Oh my god.
Ronda
That's what you do.
Rousey's husband, who is an ex-UFC fighter, was the first one there, and I guess
And then
he
the
was
other
just
day-
hauling off on this dude.
Well, you know, what do you expect to happen
Yeah.
when you fucking decide to try to fight a wrestler during his little
Hall
So
of Fame speech.
the
Hall of Fame
reason
speech?
the
yeah.
reason why he did it, so he said he felt that it was the right moment to attack because we shouldn't have had women as the main event at WrestleMania.
Oh, go fucking off yourself, dude.
And so he was making a statement and thought that Bret Hart was the perfect person to attack.
Go fuck yourself, you piece of shit.
Yeah. He's an
That's
ex
crazy.
MMA fighter with 2 wins, 1 loss. He got arrested 2 times for stalking his opponents.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself. You piece of shit.
The guy he lost to, he stalked for like a month. The guy then got a court order. He broke the court order and he got arrested. He got arrested in January and he got arrested obviously on Saturday.
Well, you
Yeah.
know.
What a piece of shit.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
said he felt it was the right moment because it was at the beginning of Bret Hart's Hall of Fame speech.
Well,
But yeah, there was wrestlers that were just going off like
Oh, yeah.
I bet.
Like, it
I've
was-
been to
I hope
one.
they
I went to
broke the
one.
fucking Face.
I went to one actual like WWF thing when they came to Erie with my buddy Kang, and it was pretty. It was pretty. It was pretty funny. I mean, it was a good time. It's like
Oh yeah, it's fun in the
it's
same
ballet
way
for
that,
the
like-
men. It's ballet for men.
Yeah, it's fun in the way that like go into like the car or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was crazy because like, so you see this guy and you see like their eye, like their heads like turn, their eyes get super big, and then the cameras cut away,
Yeah.
but it was too
But
late.
People are still recording on
Yeah, and
On
so
Cell phones
yeah.
and on their future devices.
the crowd is basically chanting "fuck you," like the crowd just shitting on this dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, he deserves every bit of shit that he received.
Yeah, but there's videos if you look it up. There's full videos of the wrestlers just attacking and beating
Yeah,
the
he
shit
thought
out
it
of
was
this
the
dude.
right time to
He took-
attack, but he was totally wrong. Like,
He
dude,
took
you
a
need to really
nasty
reassess your
uppercut
judgment.
at the end there.
Oh my god, one of the wrestlers had him in a headlock, just went boom, and the guy literally collapsed because he got hit in the face so
Yeah.
hard.
I want to know what they did to him backstage.
Oh, they probably fucking were wailing him backstage.
But
Yeah. He deserved it.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
You don't-
Well, that happens in life. Welcome to real life, where motherfuckers think it's a
You
perfect
make-
opportunity to attack you when you really, you sit there eating a bagel on the toilet. You know what I'm saying? Everybody goes through it from time to time when they're sitting on the toilet eating bagels. Somebody
You-
just attacks them. Hey.
You know damn well like what's gonna happen when that happens. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
You only have yourself to blame for that shit.
But yeah, it was insane. Ronda Rousey's boyfriend literally, because they were up front. I was like, I wanted to see Ronda Rousey get up there and just start fucking wailing this dude. She didn't though, but her boyfriend though, he's fucking huge.
I'm sure if she knew his motives from the get-go, she would have been there in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah, well she's best friends with Natalia, so. But yeah, that was overall. Overall, I thought it was good. Raw was good. Lars from NXT finally debuted today. There wasn't really that many special things.
Yeah, no special Raw after Mania.
Other than
No beach ball.
no beach ball. I'm pretty sure there was some yesterday though, because the crowd would randomly go, "Yeah, boo!"
Yep.
That happened during Randy Orton's match because Randy Orton went like this, and I think he thought the crowd was cheering for him. I think Randy Orton thought the crowd was cheering for him, and I'm pretty sure they were cheering for a beach ball.
Yeah, probably.
But
All right, I think that's
funny.
wrestling.
so that is the end of wrestling. Welcome back for those who have skipped that segment. For those who listened to it, thank you. For those who didn't listen to it, we still love you. Anyways, news time.
News.
Bum bum bum. We should get one of those
News.
like one of those things
News,
like
news,
news,
news.
dun dun dun, or just a nut. There you go. News time.
I should get a button that goes news.
News. So James, you want to go first, or want me to go?
I don't even know. I didn't have anything prepared.
Oh, well, my phone died that had all my news on it.
Are you fucking kidding me? Really? Jesus fucking Christ! I have to do everything in this goddamn thing.
I got it, you son of a bitch.
Fucking A.
Hold on. God, cocksuckers. Okay, so, fun fact, Halo Infinite is reportedly going to be the most expensive game ever made in history. It is supposedly going to cost $500 million when it's all said and done to create this game.
It better be damn good.
Yeah, but it's not going to make anywhere
Jesus.
near that money.
Nope.
Nowhere near it.
And that doesn't include advertisement or what involves with releasing it.
That's
So
crazy.
it's going to cost $1 billion.
Why?
It's going to
why?
cost $1 billion.
Why though? Why is it going to cost so much money? Like, what are they doing?
But apparently, Microsoft wants to go out of business. Because that's the kind of thing. Like, if this is a flop, I don't care who you are. That is something that's going to hurt your business.
Yep.
Your stock is going to go.
So, it's gonna, and the $500 million is just on production only.
Fuck that.
That essentially comes from the fact that they want to, basically have the greatest game ever made. Is essentially what they are shooting for.
What game is this called?
Halo Infinite.
It's the new Halo game, yeah.
Wow, they're going real hard.
It hasn't been confirmed if that story is true or not.
It's
But,
probably fake.
Um,
It's probably fake.
That sounds like shenanigans.
Yeah, that is some hard japes going on right there.
yeah, all the news places are covering it right now because obviously Microsoft hasn't come out and said one way or the other. They probably won't.
They probably never will. Well, they probably will once, years down the line.
But essentially, they want to make it the most revolutionary game ever, and especially for a shooter. And that's why it's going to cost so much.
How do you make a first-person shooter revolutionary in this day and age?
The game that we just invented tonight is the revolutionary game of the future.
But
Not
okay,
this.
Halo 1 was revolutionary.
Yep.
Halo 2 was revolutionary, and Halo 3 was revolutionary.
Yeah,
Because you introduced, you showed off, hey, consoles can play first-person shooters as well.
Yep.
That was huge.
Right.
I do not know of a single first person that has not used the control scheme for Halo in the past 10 years or so.
Right. Yeah, they did kind of do it right.
Halo 2 was revolutionary with the multiplayer. That was the first big first person shooter on console for multiplayer. And then 3, it had the fucking Forge mode.
Yep.
So you can't really do anything else with it. What else is there to be revolutionary? You can improve on these aspects. Yeah, is that revolutionary though?
No.
No.
Really, not so
A
much.
game that looks good, this year or next year, 10, 15 years from now is going to look like shit. It's gonna look like dog shit. You know, I look at things like Metal Gear Solid 3. You know, I looked at that game, I played that game on the PS2, and I'm like, it will never get better than this. Or playing, Donkey Kong Country on the Super Nintendo and going, it will never look better than this. It always looks better.
Yep.
They're always going to be better. So to have your pie in the sky dream of saying that this is going to be the best game ever made, you already failed. It's already
Get
failed.
everybody excited for some amazingness that doesn't end up happening.
You think that the likes of Shigeru Miyamoto, do you think he came out when he was making, Super Mario World or Legend of Zelda Link to the Past or Legend of Zelda or Ocarina of Time or Super Mario 64, do you think that he came out, he's like, I'm going to make the best fucking game ever made? Probably not.
No.
He probably was like, I'm going to make a good game.
Yep.
I'm going to make a game that's fun.
I'm going to do my best.
You don't think, Earthbound, that a lot of people say is the best game. He probably didn't go out and say, hey, I'm going to make the best game ever.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Team Eco, they probably said the same thing with Shadow of the Colossus. It's like you don't go into it expecting it to be the best fucking game ever made. You go into that's just setting yourself up for failure. That
100%.
is marketing jargon right there to get people hyped, and then when you get their people hyped this much, and then they realize that it's like this, when you have a game that you're saying this is a fucking 11 out of 10, and it turns out to be like an 8 out of 10, in the players' minds, it's a 3.
Well, isn't aren't they made by the same company? Halo's made by the same company that's firing other people?
No.
It's not
Halo's made by 343 Industries, which is owned by Microsoft.
Oh, I thought it was made by Blizzard for some reason.
No.
Never mind.
But no, I mean, it's like that's just arrogant.
Yep.
That's being arrogant and cocky, which you need to be in the game industry, but not
There's
to
a
this
limit.
level. Not to this level.
There's a limit for sure. Let me go over here. So a couple other cool things. Microsoft is combining their Gamer Pass and Xbox Live membership into one fee. Instead of having $9.99 and $9.99, it's gonna be $15 for both.
That's not bad.
So,
you get gold for half off.
Exactly. Yeah, you do. So that'll be kind of cool to see what Sony does in response to theirs, because obviously they have the same thing where you got to pay per month.
Yeah.
Do they do a thing where you combine two and save money? Who knows?
I save some money with PlayStation View because I'm a PlayStation Plus member.
That's true.
So I save a little bit of money for my TV, of my TV service.
In 4 days, you are.
So there was some stuff talking about the PlayStation 5 that I read out. It's definitely going to be announced this year.
Yep.
According to analysts, sometime before E3. So,
kind of take a jab at E3.
who knows about that? Probably during Sony's event during E3 week.
Probably.
I can guarantee they're going to have a long state of play.
Oh yeah, definitely.
During E3 week.
Oh yeah, because they're not doing it.
Yeah.
Borderlands 3 was announced. Their official release date's September 13th for Borderlands 3, and they are hardcore trying to work on cross-platform, so where you can play that game with everybody. So that would be pretty cool. These fucking games, like I have these tabs open and they keep playing goddamn music.
I thought Chrome got rid of that shit.
I'm using Microsoft Edge.
Oh, that's your problem there.
Yep.
That's your problem there, bud.
I'm using some Microsoft Edge.
Microsoft.
That's kind of irrelevant. God of War.
That boy.
I don't know how many fucking gamer awards there is, but holy shit.
Oh yeah, it's won like 7, all of them. It's won all of them.
The British Academy Game
BAFTA.
Awards from yesterday, it essentially won every
BAFTA.
Yeah, it won every single award essentially.
A BAFTA.
I don't even know what that is.
It's one of the most prestigious awards you can win for films.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what that's super interesting, but yeah,
I still
so
need to beat it. I still need to really get into it.
yeah, we won best game and everything else. That game is reigning supreme for the year, as it has been. Um, this week, speaking of state of play, um, Nintendo is supposedly going to be doing
yeah.
an unannounced Nintendo Direct, and it's supposedly going to be huge.
They're
that'd be
probably
neat.
going to announce Joker, the release date for Joker in Smash Ultimate.
Yeah, the new Smash.
What?
Yeah, and
Like the Joker?
No, like Joker from P5, the good Joker.
Okay.
yeah, so supposedly it'll yeah, the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate will be coming supposedly to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Supposedly Luigi's Mansion 3 and a new Animal Crossing
Oh yeah.
is what they're gonna talk about.
Yeah.
Fuck, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. The new Animal Crossing. I am so excited.
Potentially new Metroid Prime trilogy, Zelda: A Link to the Past, and Persona 5.
All got fucking leaked by Best Buy.
Yep.
Best Buy is just throwing the leaks out there like crazy. It was great. I saw it and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Best Buy is they're not. So it's a funny story about leaking something. So about 6 years ago, Best Buy as a company, we got a package. It was a pretty tall package in cardboard, and it said, "Do not open till this day." About 2 hours before we opened, all the GMs got a super private, secret email that said that it's for their eyes only, and nobody else, and you could be fired if you show it to anybody.
Holy
and it said, put the package into the compactor, do not open it, do not break the seal, do not look at it, do nothing with it. If you do, that is guards of termination. So
well,
of course,
point, you gotta have to
my
open
GM comes in, opens the box.
You're gonna crush it anyway.
So he comes in, he opens the box. You guys are frozen. I don't know if you can hear me still.
I can hear you. I can hear you just fine.
There we go. So we open the box. And this is funny. So the next day, Apple is going to be doing their event where they're going to be releasing a brand new product never released to the public before. Best Buy fucks up and mails everybody a shipper for cases for the iPad Mini.
Oh.
So obviously,
our
GM opens it and it says iPad Mini. The next day, Apple releases and talks about the iPad Mini, and a week later, we got the same shipper. Best Buy fucked up and pre-shipped a case shipper for the iPad Mini a week before they were supposed to.
Let's see if I can turn this thing down.
That's funny.
But yeah, actually, the email, she showed me the email. The email literally said, do not show this email to anybody. Do not open the package. You potentially can be terminated if you do. So the first thing we do is we go and open it.
Yeah, that's like saying, fucking don't eat the fruit.
Exactly.
Don't eat the apple.
It's like, you can't fucking tell somebody if you open a package you're going to be fired. At that point, it's like, okay, what the fuck did somebody do?
Yeah.
That's that bad.
What fucking cool shit is this?
Yeah.
That'll be my first reaction. What cool shit is this?
So yeah, Best Buy completely fucked up and spoiled the release of the iPad Mini. And of course, somebody leaked it, and it was all over the internet the day before because of Best Buy. People took pictures of it and anonymously posted it to the internet, and it was Best Buy going and fucked up. I don't know if you had this in your thing, James, but I want to bring it up, which I think is pretty fucking amazing. Schroeder, you remember when you watched me play Kingdom Hearts for the first time the one day, and we were in Hercules' world.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I told you about this.
Yeah.
Fucking loser.
So a guy played the game for
84 hours.
84 hours.
He streamed it.
Yeah. And he
Really?
never left the Hercules land and made it to level 99.
What happened?
He level capped. Nothing. You
No.
just level capped. The rest of the game's easy.
So essentially, you move on past that world, you one hit every single character, and they instantly die because
Pretty
you're
much,
that strong.
Yeah.
Huh.
And it took
the
him
rest
that
of the fucking game.
and it took him that long because you got to think the characters in the first world are level 1, level 2. So yeah, it took him 248 hours. Come to find out, he did this for Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2, and now Kingdom
he
Hearts
did.
3. He never left the first world until he was max level.
He broke down in tears after he did it.
Why did he
Combined
break down in tears?
because it took him
Just-
so long.
It took him so long, and he was so happy. You know, it's like an emotional experience.
Overall, it took Enronis Gaming a total of 284 hours and 11 minutes to reach the cap level of Kingdom Hearts 3. 11 straight days without sleep, 29 days if you play for 10 hours a day.
A whole fucking month.
Jesus Christ.
Combined total from Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3, he spent over 1,000 hours in the very first world maxing out his level for each of the games. So 3 games, 1 world, 1,000 hours.
That's a lot of hours in
That
one
is a
world.
lot of hours.
Yeah,
It's-
he maxed out
I-
all 3 games.
I can't wait for him to play it and realize how disappointing it is.
I don't know. I don't find that fun. You literally are now going through the game. You literally just you can't basically. If people are attacking you, you just literally can keep walking because they can't even hurt you. Like, I don't find that fun.
Yeah, it's not. I don't see the appeal of it.
Um,
But hey, you know, more power to him.
Because I remember
Yeah.
when Final Fantasy 15 came out, I remember John Luke was telling me, because in Final Fantasy 15 you create your own potions. You can create an XP potion that you throw, and it gives you like 99 times XP, like a 99 multiplier, and essentially you can become max level in like 20 minutes. And he was like, yeah, I did it. I was max level in less than an hour. I'm like, well, how long you been playing it? Probably about 5 hours total. I'm like, so essentially you're going through the whole game now max level, and he's like, yeah. I'm like, that's not fun though, because there's no challenge.
Exactly.
Right.
I like having that challenge, but now that you're max level, there is no challenge.
It's simply not there.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm not a fan of it, but it's cool that he did it.
Yeah, if you want to do that.
Yeah.
Hey man, everyone enjoys
That's that
games
kind of
differently.
idea. Yeah, exactly.
That's the nice thing about gaming is like everyone can enjoy it a different way.
There's a lot of
there's
people
your
that do not like modding at all.
Yep.
There's people that are, you know, you got your completionists, you got your speedrunners.
Yep.
You know,
Speaking of the elite things of gaming, somebody beat Super Mario 64
I saw
in
that.
70 hours by pressing one button.
What?
have you ever seen like the real big like the speed runs of things like Super Mario Bros. Or like Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time?
Mhm.
They're magical.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to. Yeah, essentially what he did is he only pressed one button the whole entire game, and it took him 70 hours, but he was able to beat the game. He said movement is handled by 2 or 3 button sequences. They are done in a way, such as entering a new direction. And if you change directions, it overwrites the previous one.
Mm-hmm.
By repeating a direction, basically it glitches the game, and it keeps Mario going in the same way.
I love the shit that people do with Dark Souls.
Yeah. So essentially, he glitched the game by pressing like a couple buttons, and it makes Mario just go forward.
Let me tell you, like gamers are fucking weird.
Yeah.
Like if you're really into a game, like playing Dark Souls, like people beating Dark Souls with a fucking Guitar Hero guitar.
Yeah.
Or like
Yeah.
the Donkey Konga bongos.
Yep.
Fucking witchcraft. Because you just see this one dude. I don't know if you guys ever seen The Run, but it's
Yeah.
absolutely just incredible. Dude's playing with the Donkey Konga bongos, just going, and then to like switch weapons or to like roll or something, you have to clap. So you're just like,
I'll let you talk about the amazing VR games that are coming to the Switch, James.
what fucking amazing VR games are coming out?
Well,
I know
not amazing VR. The ones you told me about.
What ones did I tell you about?
Mario Odyssey and Link.
Oh
And
yeah,
Zelda?
Yeah. So the Labo is getting a VR. I forgot we didn't talk about this yet. This was
Yeah.
this week. The Switch is getting essentially VR, which is weird. They're
Okay.
getting a few games in the Labo like construction box. There's like the shooting game that's really cool. There's like a bird flying one. But more interestingly, Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild are both getting VR updates.
And amazingly,
Yeah, that'd be
They're
cool.
in-
not
they're-
really though.
No, they're in third person.
So essentially, you're basically putting your Switch screen over your face, and you're
Pretty
not
much.
you're not actually playing as the character. You're seeing them running in front of you. So it's like what the hell is the purpose of? So essentially, you're taking your Switch and just putting it in front of your eyes.
Hmm.
Everything falling. Fuck me. God, shit.
It's
I'm
essentially,
playing VR, guys.
that's essentially what it is.
I'm playing the Nintendo VR.
Yeah,
My eyes hurt.
they're not making it first person, so you actually can pretend you're like you're Mario or Zelda or Link. They're at
You
you
just
see
fucking
them.
say you're Zelda.
Zelda, sorry.
No,
Link.
It's Link. You fucking idiot.
Whatever. They're all the same character to me.
No, they're not. They're not the same fucking character. Shut up, Mom. It's not the same character. Zelda's the princess.
I never played those games, okay? I'm sorry.
Bullshit.
That's why I don't have any of the tattoos of Zelda on my arm. I got fucking Mario.
No, you don't have any tattoos of Zelda on your arm. You have tattoos from the Legend of Zelda video game series.
Oh, whatever. Close enough.
Fucking hell.
The mask, the Majora's Mask, or whatever the
There
fuck
we
it's called.
go. Yeah, Majora's Mask. Don't you have a Triforce there, too?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, I got a little bit more hot and bothered than I thought it would. That just takes me
Did you
back
just
to my
say
days
fucking
of-
play as fucking Zelda?
That takes me back to my days of GameStop.
Oh,
Just
man.
fucking yelling at people because of.
Oh, my God, that was amazing.
Oh my god. Oh shit. That and Toys R Us. It reminds me of those days.
Oh,
Working
that's amazing.
shitty retail jobs.
Did you know that there is one Blockbuster left in the world?
Yep.
It's in Oregon.
One?
Yeah.
Not in the world. Not in the world. In the U.S.
Oh, the U.S. Yeah, it's one.
They're still popular in Australia and I think.
Climax. Waiting for it.
I love that fucking silence.
We were waiting for you to finish your thought.
Well, that was my thought.
Oh.
It's in England and in Australia. What else?
I thought
what
you-
is there to
I thought you
say?
were still going.
Say England, yeah.
Yeah, I thought you were still going.
No.
I thought you were because you're like you said it and you took a cigarette puff. And I thought you were gonna come out and just finish
I
the
know.
conversation. So me and Schroeder are staring at you like,
Yeah, we're just like, okay.
okay, so you
And
gotta
I'm
finish.
like, what the fuck's going on?
So you gotta finish. But yeah,
I did. I said it England.
They said they sign up about 20 new people a day for
Well, yeah.
Blockbuster cards because people, I guess, are now driving across the country just to go see
To
that
experience-
Blockbuster.
To just go to the Blockbuster.
Yeah.
There used to be one in Anchorage, Alaska, and Xavier Woods posted a really good picture on his Twitter where it's like, you know, fucking like a foot of snow on the ground. It's snowing sideways. and he's just standing in front of a Blockbuster
Like,
going,
"Ah!"
yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Hey, it's a nostalgia thing that a lot of kids will
It
never
is.
get to.
Dude, I miss Blockbuster.
I never actually went to one.
That's where
I did. I used to love going
yeah.
to those
Oh, yeah.
places.
Yeah,
It was
I
the only
love
place when
Blockbuster.
you were a kid that you could get like swag,
Yeah.
video game swag. And
I,
stuff.
Living in Lake City, all I had was Eagle Video from Giant Eagle.
Oh,
So
fuck yeah,
Eagle
Eagle
video. Jesus
I
Christ.
remember going to Blockbuster this one time. Well, okay, so I would go to this place called Starlight Video all the time when I was really young, and rent Super Nintendo games. They had
Okay.
the Super Nintendo game section like in the back in the shady area where the porn would be normally. It was in like a separate room, and the dude's like, he ends up being like super cool. He ends up being like, hey, if you want, you're like the only person that buys like video or rents video games. Do you just want to buy some? And I'm like, hell yeah! So I bought like
I'll buy video games. I like video games.
I bought Mega Man X, the 3 Super Star Wars games. I think I didn't get Kirby Superstars. Yeah, I bought a bunch of shit, and then like Blockbuster became popular and ran that place out of business, so I started going to Blockbuster.
EB
I
Games.
remember going to Blockbuster and being like, "Mom, can I rent this game?" And she goes, "That's Conquer 64." I'm like, "Yeah, look at how cute it looks." And she goes, "No." She worked at Toys R Us, so she knew all about that shit.
That's awesome.
She knew all about the ESRB, so I never was able to get away with that shit.
Is GameStop bought EB Games, right?
Yep.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, there's EB Games up in Canada. There's no GameStops in Canada.
That's what I thought, because I remember our mall, we used to have EB Games, and right across the fucking way was GameStop. Like, why would you do that? Like, why would you put two game companies? I guess at the time they're rivals.
Yeah, we used to. I mean, like there was a time where we had in the mall 2 GameStops, and then right, like 10-minute drive away up by the movie theater, there was another GameStop.
Yep. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that was the times of the old. Now you have Family Video, and that's it.
I have a membership to Family Video. I go there every once.
I don't know. That's a
I go-
franchise thing. I don't recall ever seeing one down here. I guess I haven't really looked, but
I go to Family Video whenever I'm like really sick. Like I go there and I rent like a movie and like a game, because I always remember when I was sick, my mom would be like, "Yo, you want to rent a movie while you're sick or rent a game?" I'm like, "Yeah," and that always just made me feel better.
no, I agree. I agree. Only other couple things that I have. There is a new blackout mode. Alcatraz. Is the new mode.
Alcatraz.
Essentially, they took
It's super fucking tiny.
It is. It's tiny. They give you 5 respawns because you die that quick.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, you land and you die. Pretty
Okay.
much. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's good.
It's a
It's
lot
good.
of fun though. It's fast-paced action. I like it.
Yeah, it's fun. I like it. It's good. It's good fun, and it's we got Nate Sushek to play with us finally for the first time the other day, so that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Other things I have, the new Assassin's Creed will take place in the Viking Age.
Oh my god! Speaking of Assassin's Creed, have you seen the bullshit with Assassin's Creed 3 remake?
No, I haven't.
Oh boy! So people have been doing like side-by-side comparisons on. This one person posted side-by-side comparisons on Twitter of the original and then the new one that uses the new models, and that's supposed to be like higher res and that kind of shit. So you have the PS3 and like 360 version of it,
Yeah.
and it looks great. And then you look at like the current gen consoles version, and it looks like pre-alpha stuff. Like it looks blocky as shit. There's no
Really?
textures. It looks fucking atrocious. I love it.
Huh.
That's stuff that gives me life.
That's
That gives
weird.
me life.
I wonder what happened there with that as to why
It's Ubisoft. Literally anything could have happened.
Yeah, that's true. And they Ubisoft doesn't give two shits anyway, so it's
They
not
don't
like
give two shits anymore. Assassin's Creed 3.
Not even two shits we're giving about it.
No, not at all.
Not even two.
Not even a single shit, man.
Oh,
Not even
man.
a single.
Not even a single shit. That's funny though. I didn't know that. But yeah, essentially they are in a continuation of this next generation of games because they had Origins, which was in Egypt, and then they progressed on to what was I mean, we just fucking talked about
Greece.
this. Greece, yeah, ancient Greece.
That one's pretty good.
With Achilles and all that stuff, and now they're doing the Vikings, which took place then after that in the timeline.
Yeah, but we have God of War. We don't need Vikings and anything else.
We do. I feel that at one point, no, the Renaissance was considered 8 because this is all BC stuff, like the before Christ,
Yeah.
or before death or whatever it is, BD, whatever you want to.
BCE.
Yeah.
Before Christianity existed.
Yeah, and then the 1, 2, and 3 are before that, like or after Christianity or ACE, after Christ or whatever you want to call it, after death, AD.
Yeah, or AD. Yeah.
Whatever the time stamps in the Bible says, I don't know.
Yeah.
Those
Well, yeah,
timestamps.
Yeah, I know, right?
because in like what was it, the Ezio trilogy of 2 Brotherhood and Revelations, you were searching for what was it? Was it the Apple of Eden, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're fucking up the Pope. You had to fucking assassinate the Pope.
He did. I do love those
Stabby.
games.
Stab.
Number 1 was super fucking linear, but it was still pretty
I couldn't
fucking
get into
awesome.
one. I played 1, 3, 4, and then Odyssey, because it was on sale during Black Friday.
No, number 1 was fun. I like number 1. But that's the next round, and let me make sure I have all my tabs. Let me see here, but I don't think I really have anything else. If you haven't seen a couple new trailers released, the new Joker movie.
Yeah, I saw that.
That trailer released basically how the Joker became to be.
Yeah,
So
but it's not a part of any other kind of Joker series. It's not part of any other like DC like movies.
supposedly though, there is a cameo of Bruce Wayne somewhere in it, but it doesn't really say where. Kind of cool thing. I just saw this the other day. A streamer had finally took a day off after streaming for 2,000 straight days.
Yeah, I saw that too. That's crazy. I couldn't do that.
Wow, I wonder what his viewership is at.
Yeah, he took 1 day off. He hit 2,000 straight consecutive days. April 6, 2019. He took the 7th off and resumed streaming today.
That's crazy.
That's
that's
a
too
dude
much.
that goes hard, man.
Yeah.
That's not healthy.
He received an anonymous $2,000 donation when he hit his 2,000 day mark. You can see him playing reruns of BioShock 2, and games like that. The game Outward. I don't know what game that is.
Ow. Sorry.
So that's kind of cool.
Crazy.
Fortnite is
Battle Royale podcast time.
exactly. Fortnite. It's the only thing I have on the Battle Royale stuff. Fortnite is their next patch. They are going to be releasing their rejuvenation system with what's called
Revives.
the reboot van. It is the exact same concept as Apex. From what I see, is that you will drop something of some sort, I'm assuming, and you go to the reboot van, and your character reboots.
Interesting.
But yeah, that's supposedly expected during the next update, which the people who do play that hope they change a lot of things. People are very mad at that game.
Oh, yeah.
Well, with all the other ones that are like nipping at their heels, you can't blame
Exactly.
them.
I got something about movies, but I'll wait for that though. You can go, James, if you have anything. That's all I got.
All I have is releases, so I guess we can wait that until the end of.
So speaking of releases, we have 2.5 weeks until Avengers Endgame.
Did you spend $15,000 on your ticket?
I was close. I was debating. So what he's referring to is that so they pre-ordered the pre-order tickets unlocked, and because so many people bought them, the servers crashed, and people panicked. They panicked hard. People then started selling their opening day tickets online. Which I didn't know this, but yet James said someone bought one for $15,000.
Yeah, it was 2 tickets
That's
to like
dumb.
the movie theater in New Jersey.
Yeah.
That's
That's
already a shithole, but
Yeah, the
That's
average
crazy.
ticket was going for about $1,000, upwards of $15,000. The average was between $5 to $1,000.
yeah, it's
That's madness.
Yeah,
and it's not like it's only going to be in theaters Thursday and never again you'll ever be able to see it.
yeah.
You will be able to see it on Friday. You will be able to see it on Saturday.
Right.
Same with Sunday. Probably Monday too. Hey, Tuesday's there as well. And probably for the end of the fucking time.
And the next month and a half to 2 months, it's also going to be in theaters. Yes, you get close to the 2-month mark, the theater's not going to be jam-packed, and you're not going to have 20,000 people breathing on your necks, but the same thing.
You guys don't like that?
At that point, if you wait 2 months, though, you might as well wait for the movie because it's already going to be spoiled, so it is what it is. But I do like the camaraderie of having a jam-packed theater, though.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
it's kinda
seeing
cool.
Something, yeah, it's great. It's a fun experience for something that I enjoy.
Yes. So the director, Mark Russo, came out and somebody asked him, "Okay, I don't have time to watch 19 movies." Yes, there's currently 19 movies that are out.
Jesus.
And how can I watch Endgame if I didn't see any other movie? So he came out with a solution.
Because you don't.
Oh yeah, that's too. But so if you do not have time to watch all 19 movies before before Avengers Endgames come out, there's only 5 that are 100% critical that
What
you
are
watch.
the 5?
Let's play
Yeah,
a game.
Walker.
Let's see which ones I've seen.
So
What are the 5s?
number
Okay.
1, the first Avengers.
Seen it.
So obviously that's kind of self-explanatory. That's how they became together. Number 2,
Right.
the second Avengers, the Age of Ultron.
Never seen it.
Same concept. They're all together. They're the Avengers. They added a couple characters. Number 3, Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
Never seen it.
Number 4, Captain America: Civil War.
I have seen it.
And the reason for that, there's a huge plot twist about the Avengers, things along those lines. If you haven't seen it, spoiler alert, they split up.
They
And
didn't put in the fucking X-Men, which was an integral part of
So-
that fucking comic series. Fuck you, Disney.
so the Civil War is number 4. Number 5, of course, Infinity Wars. Avengers Infinity War, the movie that came out last year. Those are the 5 critical movies that you need to watch to be able to semi understand the end game. It says give me a second. That Civil War, Avengers 1 and 2, he said, are kind of not so much irrelevant, but they play parts because you see things in those movies that basically capitalize Infinity Wars. Captain America 2, Captain America 3, and Infinity Wars are a necessity that you absolutely have to watch those. Because if you don't watch Infinity Wars, you really have no idea what happens. There's a big plot twist that involves a snap of a finger.
Everyone dies. Half the fucking planet universe dies. Everyone knows. We don't need a fucking spoiler alert. No.
Exactly.
Everyone's fucking seen it.
So
Half the goddamn universe gets snapped into fucking Rick Harrison's hands. and the fucking end of the movie, this one, is going to be Ant-Man crawls up Thanos' butthole and just expands, killing Thanos instantly. Bada bing, bada boom, everyone's alive again. There you go.
Science!
Deus Ex Machina, bitch. Fucking hate it. Fucking hate it. God.
Tell us how you really feel.
Had it up to here with
He
it.
is. Super how he feels.
Exactly. But yeah, they will 2 weeks, the 26th. April
That's
26th.
like right around the block.
So it'll be huge.
So I'm kind of stuck between like a rock and a hard place here.
On
Because if I don't go see Infinity Wars Part 2, people are going to be like, you're a fucking loser.
Nobody
But
will be my friend ever
Yeah.
again.
But if I do go see Infinity Wars Part 2 and be like, hey, that was an alright movie, everyone's going to be like, you're a fucking loser. That was the best movie ever made in the history of forever.
100%.
Hmm.
So it's like, I can't
you're-
win either way.
Oh,
I might
you
as
sound
well
like you're in
just...
a bit of a
I'm in a pickle.
there.
I'm in a
Pickle.
damn pickle.
I
Maybe
say
let's-
all
maybe
three of
let's
us
just go
watch
into-
it, and we can talk about it on the Sundays podcast.
Yeah, we'll have to coordinate when we're going to watch it.
Yeah.
Because then we can discuss it. Have a spoil alert
Spoiler
podcast.
cast. I'll bring a notebook
There you go.
into the theater and be like, this sucks, fuck that, this sucks.
What were
That
they
was-
thinking?
What were they thinking? This is bad. This isn't how it was in comics.
Goddamn son of a bitch. And someone shines a flash on you. Sir, what are you doing?
I'm taking notes from my job.
Yeah.
I'm suffering for you. So you don't have to watch this.
So that is all I have. What do you got, James, for the releases?
Bada bing, bada boom. We got some releases going on here. Releases.com. We got the Phoenix Wright trilogy comes out today. Hey. I love Phoenix Wright. There's a Shovel Knight game that comes out today. And so does Airport Simulator 2019 for PS4.
Woo!
Airport Simulator.
Yeah, for the PS4, I'd figure that's a. I figured that would be Super Weekend Mode. What the fuck is Super? Why is that coming out on the Vita? I figured that Airport Simulator 2019 would be a PC game.
Yeah.
We also got a game, Super Weekend Mode, coming out for the Vita and the PS4.
Yeah, the Vita's making a comeback, bro.
No, it's not.
That's weird that it's coming out for that because Sony stopped the support of it.
Yeah, they stopped the support of it years ago. We have. Let's see. Anything good? World War Z comes 16th. Oh wait, hold. After. Never mind. Really nothing coming out.
No, not
Really nothing coming out. Tetsuna, Hellblades Susuna's Sacrifice is coming out on the Switch on the 11th, which is Thursday. Hear that game's great.
Movie-wise, over the weekend, Shazam
Bitch.
Shazam came out, the new superhero movie. Number
Cool.
one movie in the world. It's a DC.
That seems like a lot of fun.
It's a DC movie, so we'll see what happens. It's supposed to lead into.
I
Go
can't
ahead.
wait for Disney to buy DC as well.
No, they'll never do that.
Yeah, they will.
Maybe one day.
Good time.
Yeah, they will.
Supposedly this leads into The Rock's DC movie, Black Adam. I'm not
that would be cool.
I'm not sure. I haven't seen it. The Rock produced this movie, Shazam.
Really?
Mhm.
Huh.
Yeah, he posted
Interesting.
something on Instagram thanking everyone for its #1 movie in the world. And it's kind of cool. It's got little puns where he like takes a Batman character and throws it at the character. He's like, "I'm Batman," and he takes it and he throws a Batman doll at the dude.
It seems like a lot of fun.
You're a supervillain. So it's kind of cool. It's like I would say it's kind of like a make fun of itself type superhero movie, Where
Shazam's like Superman, only with a personality.
exactly. Movie-wise, nothing really interesting at all. This tomorrow, the new Holmes and Watson movie comes out, which is going to be complete trash. It's
Oh, yeah.
Will Ferrell's take on Sherlock Holmes.
Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly, the crew that hasn't made a good movie together since Talladega Nights.
There you go.
And
What more could you possibly want?
the thing about that is too,
I almost burned my friend's house down watching Talladega Nights.
Robert Downey Jr.'s
do
Sherlock
that
Holmes. His Sherlock Holmes movie, Sherlock Holmes 3, comes out at the end of this year. So
Yeah.
essentially, there's 2 people currently portraying Sherlock Holmes. So
Hey,
that kind of saturates
I
the
like
market
the
a little
Sherlock.
bit.
I like the Rob Dow Jr. I like his
He won a Golden Globe for
Sherlock Holmes.
He won a
movies. They're
Golden
pretty
Globe
good.
for it.
They're
Did
fun.
he?
Yeah, for Sherlock Holmes 1.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun. They're not like, thought provoking or anything like that, or like, very true to the source material, but they're just a bunch of fun.
Friday comes out the new Hellboy.
Oh yeah, I
Cool.
forgot that
Which-
was being made.
Do we know, is this a continuation or a remake?
I think it's a reboot.
I think it's a reboot as well, which is weird.
I don't think Guillermo del Toro's attached to this one.
I don't think so either. I think they redid it because the Hellboy 2, whatever, completely bombed.
Yeah,
Did it?
did.
Yeah,
Yeah, it did.
so they wanted to remake it.
Why?
Yeah, it's a different set of characters. I just looked it up. That comes out on Friday, so it'll be interesting to see how that does in the theaters. This weekend comes out on Blu-ray, Glass, which is
yeah.
That's gonna be neat. I hear a lot of people have been talking about that lately.
Split and Unbreakable from 2000
Yeah.
with Samuel L. Jackson, John McAvoy's split character, and
Samuel Jackson and Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis. I never seen Unbreakable, so I don't know what that's really about.
Unbreakable
Yeah, me
has
either. I've heard they're good movies though.
Unbreakable has the best Shyamalan twist ever.
Really?
Yeah. Do you want me to spoil it?
Sure, go ahead.
All right. Okay? Spoiler cast. For an 18-year-old movie. So you know the premise of Unbreakable, right?
No.
Okay. So Unbreakable, Bruce Willis finds out that he cannot get hurt.
Okay.
So like he's been shot, he's hit by a car, all this shit doesn't phase him. He's still alive. Nothing.
That makes sense. Fucking Bruce
He
Willis.
He meets Samuel Jackson, who's like in a wheelchair, who runs like a comic book shop, and he's like, "You're a superhero, just like in the comics." And Bruce Willis is like, "Whoa,
Don't.
dope!"
Like, really, bro? Me?
He's like, "I need to find some supervillains to fight." And then Samuel Jackson's like, "Yeah, that would be cool." And then Bruce Willis starts beating
Sounds
up.
like a great idea.
And then turns out that there's a supervillain who it's ends up, the big twist is Samuel Jackson's a supervillain.
Nice.
Dun dun dun.
And then essentially these three, I'm guessing, with Glass, kind of partner together.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. Dragon Ball Super Brawly comes out in theaters. Not in theaters, in
Blu-ray.
Blu-ray.
It's on my way to my house already. Haven't seen it.
Disney's Penguins. It's kind of like a Disney movie to kind of like hold people over for 2 weeks before Infinity Wars, because Dumbo came out last week.
Oh yeah,
So,
I did. I forgot about
They
that.
can't have much of a gap. They have to have a Disney movie about every other week, otherwise people get upset. So
I get upset when there's a Disney movie out.
speaking of Dumbo, I want to know how it did in the theaters.
I think Hideo Kojima likes it because he tweeted about it, and I kind of take Hideo Kojima's word by law because he seems like a cool guy.
It did so far. It did
$3.
$215 million, and it's been out for 2 weeks.
It's not bad.
No, not at all.
I would go see it just for Danny DeVito. He needs more work.
So yeah, that came out last week. This week, Well, next week comes out Penguins, which is like Earth, like ocean.
Oh yeah, like March of the Penguins.
Like it's like it's like the actual like they're in Antarctica filming penguins.
Like March of the Penguins.
Yeah, same thing.
Starring
And then the week
Morgan
after,
Freeman.
obviously, is Infinity Wars. So.
Oh, great.
And then 2.5 weeks after that is Aladdin.
Oh, great.
And then 3 weeks after that, it's Toy Story 4. And it's it's like every like 2.5, 3 weeks, there's a Disney movie coming out. Finalizing
hard,
Toy Story 9. Not Toy Story 9, Star Wars Episode 9. Sorry.
I forget that's coming out.
Yep. Star Wars Episode 9, baby.
That's gonna be fucking cool.
I
Or
don't think
terrible.
so. It's probably gonna be terrible.
You think so?
It's probably gonna be so mediocre. I'm gonna be disappointed.
So you got to kind of put it in retrospect. When number 8 came out, so Jumanji came out the week before Star Wars Episode 8 came out. Jumanji did decent. Star Wars came out, obviously #1 movie in the world, 2 weeks. Jumanji, out of nowhere, comes back and beats Star Wars, and Jumanji's #1 for the next 9 weeks.
Thank you, The Rock. Dwayne.
It ended up being The Rock's biggest movie of all time. Jumanji ended up doing $1 billion.
Yep.
And it dethroned Star Wars after 2 weeks, and no one expected that to happen because people were so upset with that movie.
Episode
Jack
8
Black was in it.
Not good.
Jack Black
Episode
was
8
hilarious.
Really wasn't
But yeah,
good.
Episode 8 was. And I don't know if did you ever see it, Schroeder?
Episode 8?
Yeah.
I think so. Pretty sure I did.
Well, yeah, like the Sith Lord or whatever, the one guy. You thought he was gonna be some giant, amazing ass character. He gets his fucking head chopped off in 2 seconds.
Fucking,
Oh, actually, no. I have not seen that one.
Oh, well, never mind. Sorry.
Snoke.
Alright, I'll eventually see it. I don't mind
Snoke.
spoilers. Yeah. No,
And
I never
then-
seen the Snoke one.
Yeah, and then like that whole ending scene where Finn's like, I'm gonna go fucking run into this thing. And then Asian girl's like, who's only there just to be filler. She goes in, she's like, I love you, Finn. And Finn's like,
I've known you for
And
15 minutes.
And then the Asian girl rams her speeder bike into Finn. They both explode and almost die. And Finn's like, ugh. And she's like, but I love you, Finn. And Finn's like, ugh.
And then she dies.
And then they kiss. And then Bibbidi Bobbidi Deus Ex Machina, they're back. They're okay.
Yeah. No, she's dead, isn't she?
No, she's alive, I thought.
I thought she died.
I don't know. I kind
don't
of blocked that shit. I still drink to
Luke
forget that movie.
Skywalker's dead. Kind of.
Yeah, Luke Skywalker.
He's
Not he's
really.
dead. He's dead.
Well, as much as you can. He's the afterlife, whatever you want to call that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, he's hanging out with Ben.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. He's hanging out with Ben and fucking CGI
Anakin Skywalker.
Anakin Skywalker. God, fucking Star Wars sucks. There was only 3 good Star Wars movies.
4, 5, and 6.
Exactly. 4, 5, and 6 were the only good Star Wars movies. Rogue One was alright. Solo was okay.
I never seen Solo. Rogue One was good.
Rogue One was fine, yeah. I really didn't like the CG they did in it. The CG people.
Well, because they brought people from the original
Yeah.
Star Wars Episode 3, and they CGI'd the fuck out of them to make them now. You got to realize that movie's 50 years old.
Yeah, or
Right.
yeah, like young Carrie Fisher.
Well, yeah,
and-
Princess Leia and her face is moving.
Yeah. Oh boy, could they have used another like 6 months of rendering that shit? Because they can make it.
I don't know why they.
Avatar, man.
Yeah,
Avatar.
I don't know why her face, because they brought Princess Leia. Did you ever see Star Wars: A New Hope, Schroeder? In the very beginning scene where she sends R2-D2 to Earth, or whatever, not Earth, but whatever the planet is, Tatooine. So,
Yeah.
Rogue One ends on that scene.
Yep. Which let me tell you, that scene with Darth Vader in the cruiser there is terrifying.
Oh yeah, he goes off.
Legitimately terrifying.
I don't know if have you ever seen Rogue One? Oh, you've seen it. Okay,
Yeah.
so you know.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I did.
Yeah, so you
I
know.
enjoyed Rogue One.
Sorry,
a
I
lot.
didn't know you've seen it.
Yeah.
I
So
liked
you
how
know,
it
though.
wasn't a happy ending. That made me feel good.
But yeah, they definitely could have. They definitely could have rendered her face, a lot better because her face was straight moving.
Yeah,
It
it was
reminded me
bad.
of
It was bad.
Fast and the Furious 7
Oh yeah, with Paul Walker.
with Paul Walker because he died halfway through the movie, so they had to finish it. So they took his brother and CGI'd Paul Walker's face over his brother. It was so bad, so bad. There was a scene where they're jumping from building to building to building. Like they have a car, they jump out of one building, they drive their car into another, out the other skyscraper into another, and then him and Dom, Van Diesel's character, both roll out of the car. And Van Diesel looks to Paul Walker and was like, "Hey, you sure you want to keep doing this? You want to go back to the family life?" And all you see is Paul Walker's character like smiling, and his face is literally rotating in a circle.
It's great.
He's not saying anything. And his face is literally going. I'm like, oh my god,
Like,
that's
not working.
like that's not normal. He's not saying anything. He's just literally smiling. Just
Yeah.
It's that goddamn Illuminati killing Paul Walker.
I'm just like, oh my god, they could have fucking fixed that way better. That was so bad. And they redeemed themselves with number 8. So, and then Hobbs and Shaw comes out in a couple months.
Sure. That actually looks fun.
That
I
does.
might actually see that.
Anything with The Rock is good.
Oh yeah.
What else we got? Anything fun and special?
No. Do you guys have anything that you're planning on streaming or playing? Well, I mean, I guess I could talk about my stuff.
Yeah, you never really got to finish what you were doing.
What?
You never got to finish really what you were saying about what you're streaming and stuff.
Oh yeah. No, I don't know what I'm gonna be streaming. I still don't know. I might pick up The Sims or something sometime in the near future and maybe stream some Sims 4. Let's see. Got some Yakuzi's coming out on Wednesday. YouTube.com/People8Studios. Same with Twitch. Twitch.tv/People8Studios. Check me out on Twitter @People810. But on YouTube, Yakuzi Part 4 comes out on Wednesday. Resident Evil 4 comes out on Friday and Saturday. Part 17 or 15 and 16 come out on Friday and Saturday respectively. We figured out what we're gonna play on Thursdays. We're instead of Kingdom Hearts. Now we're kind of deciding what we should play when we're done with Resident Evil because we're almost done with that. Do you guys have any suggestions? What me and Mitchell should play?
After Resident Evil?
Which
After
you're doing
RE4.
4, right?
Yep, after RE4.
5.
Well, we could do 5, but I don't know about doing Resident Evil like back to back like that.
Maybe a BioShock game?
Maybe.
Those ones are always fun.
Borderlands.
GTA RP?
No.
Yeah.
Not GTA RP.
Or the regular GTA 5.
Nah, that's too long. We're playing Yakuza. He wanted to do fucking like Final Fantasy 12.
It's true.
Or he wanted to do a Final Fantasy game. I'm like, bro, Yakuza's gonna take us like 60 to 70 episodes minimum. And not Kingdom Hearts, and fucking Final Fantasy's gonna take just as long, if not longer.
The Final Fantasy 10 and 10-2 remake comes out next week for PS4. You can do
on
that.
The Switch.
Yeah.
On the Switch.
On Switch, yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, I mean, I got it on PS4.
Yeah, that's true.
He said that 10 is like one of his favorite Final Fantasy games. So
I don't know. There's a lot.
Yeah, there is a lot. I have a lot of games too.
Let's see what's top on the streaming list. Obviously, GTA, Fortnite, you can't do. League of Legends,
really
you can't do Just Chatting.
Nope.
You can't do Apex. You can't do Hearthstone.
Nope.
Sekiro. I don't know how
Oh,
you say it.
Sekiro. I'm thinking about picking that up. That might be
Shadow
something I
Dice twice. Shadow Dice twice.
Yep. Sekiro's pretty interesting. That's like Dark Souls. Japanese Dark Souls. I'm thinking Okami. No, that would be too many Japanese. That's too much Japanese.
It's too much Japanese.
It's too much Japanese. Maybe Sonic.
Borderlands 2. That's got 8,000 people watching it. Got some ASMR. Go old school. Go old school Zelda.
I can do I do have like the complete collection on GameCube. with 1, 2, 64 Majora's Mask, and I have the Super Nintendo Classic. I could do
The
a
Life
Link
is
to the Past.
Strange series.
I hear those
A
are
lot of
pretty good.
people like that. Yeah, a lot of people like that one.
Those are kind of
Yeah.
cool. Those I have those. Essentially you pick like what the outcome is, and if you don't like it, you can reverse time.
Rewind time. Roll it back.
But essentially,
No,
what you pick
rewind
affects, like what you decide ultimately affects the whole entire rest of the game's output.
It's what Telltale wanted to do.
Yeah.
With their games.
Every decision you pick or what you say to somebody, do to somebody, changes how the dialogue and the rest of the game goes. So it's kind of cool.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then if you don't like what you did, you can revert. Your character comes to find out that she can actually turn back time.
To roll it back. We have like a Google Docs that we and him have, where we just put in games and I keep forgetting about it.
Super Mario World, Rust.
Super Mario. I'm not good at Mario. He would have to play that.
Dragon Ball Z games.
Yeah.
Budokai Tenkaichi, Tenkaichi, whatever you want to call it.
Tenkaichi.
1, 2, or 3.
Which is weird because it's Tenkaichi Budokai in the show. That's the tournament. That's the World Martial Arts tournament. You know, so they just flip flopped it around. Budokai Tenkaichi. Budokai games in Japan is just called Dragon Ball Z 1, 2, and 3.
Hitman.
Oh, Hitman's good. That ends up being a shit show. He wants to do Metal Gear Solid 3, but I'm like, I have it in Japanese. I need to replay it.
What about the Gears of War games? So those.
I don't have an Xbox.
Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot that's Xbox only.
Yep. Oh, we'll figure something out.
Pokemon trading card game. 600 people are currently watching it.
Nice.
That's hilarious.
And the Pokemon TCG is pretty big. I can't wait for Sword and Shield to come out, man. I'll stream that. I'll stream some Sword and Shield when that comes out.
Super Mario 64.
I don't have 64. I don't have Super Mario 64.
Emulators.
Pick it up. Yeah, but it's not the same. I have a perfectly good. Oh, I was about to pull out my N64. I have a perfectly good N64 sitting in a bag.
There you go.
That I bought like right around my birthday.
Farming Simulator 19. I mean, you should play that, Schroeder.
I know, right?
It's my perfectly good N64 that I haven't really touched.
That's what's up. Let's see what we got here.
Kirby!
Yeah, that's not bad. Any of those classic games, really.
Kirby Superstars. Kirby 64.
45 people are watching Tetris 99.
Fucking love Kirby.
So, speaking of Tetris 99, I downloaded it. Dude,
did you?
Fucking hard as shit.
It is! It's great, though. I haven't played it in a hot minute. I might play it after this.
Dude, that game is so fucking hard. Like, I can't, like, my mind can't think how fast I have to, like...
You get used to it after a while. Like, you start thinking, like, ahead.
It was like, I was like, Jesus Christ, this is insane. But, well, that's all I got. If you guys have anything else, we can do the sign-off. And then I'll go get some food.
Hold on.
What?
Jeff, where can they find you and what you're doing?
Yeah, this week I'm going to be doing probably more of the figuring out how GTA RP stuff works and putzing with that, and you know, excuse me. That's actually all I really have planned. Still working on a schedule idea. You know, it's a never-ending
never-ending
figure stuff out. Yeah. So that's all I really have on the books.
Where can they find you?
SplashScreenGaming.tv/Splash Screen Gaming, as well as Twitch, YouTube TV. I did it right? What?
SplashScreenGaming.tv/Splash Screen Gaming.
Yeah, that's not right. Don't go to that one. I don't know what that is. Yeah, Twitch.tv/Splash Screen Gaming. Same with the Twitter and the Facebook and the Instagram. I haven't been uploading lately, but I'll get on it. I'll get on it eventually here.
One of these days.
And what I meant by sign off, by the way, that meant like this as our sign off, like not just signing off. Bro.
Walker, where can they find you?
So they can find Jaboy at Cap'n CAPN the underscore Geech. That's GEECH 15 numbers at YouTube, Twitter, and the Twitch, and Captain Geech 15 as Captain underscore Geech 15 got deleted for posting too many of the same shit
God knows why. Yeah.
on the Instagram. Once again, that's Captain Geech 15 on Instagram. That is also my fitness profile, where I do not post anything fitness related. Yeah, that is more so my gaming profile now. But one day I will lose weight, and I will be posting pictures of fitness while I'm gaming, drinking a protein shake. It'll be a good time. What about
I'll
you,
post
James?
Pictures. I just did it.
No, you didn't.
I did it first. Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
No, I did.
You're lying.
Charlie, am I lying?
I don't think so, but
I don't think you did.
sometimes you just don't know.
Well, okay, fine. I'll do it again. You can find me at youtube.com/PeopleAidStudios, Twitch.tv PeopleAidStudios, Twitter at PeopleAid10. You can see the podcast there, and I'll also uploading Yakuza 0, Resident Evil 4 on Fridays and Saturdays, and then Samurai Warriors 4 Empires on Thursdays next week. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you did do that. Sorry. Nevertheless.
Thank
Once again, thank you guys for joining us. Episode 10, Level Unlock Podcast. You can find us, levelunlockpodcast.podbean.com, and anywhere podcasts are available, as well as make sure you're utilizing our Twitter. James, what is the name?
Twitter.
Twitter.
It is. Let me pull up Twitter.
While he's doing that, levelunlockpodcast@gmail.com. Send us some.
Ask us your questions.
Ask us your questions, concerns,
Or
what you want us to
tweet at
talk
us.
about, or tweet us whenever you would like at drumroll
LVL Unlocked Pod.
LVL Unlocked Pod. Awesome. Thank you guys for the love. Appreciate it. This week we will be up to hopefully 150 downloads. Keep the love a coming. And as always, we appreciate you. Once again, thanks for coming. Level Unlock Podcast, the greatest place on the internet. Video game news, fun, and pure randomness. You guys are amazing. Thank you.
Bye.
Good night.
Take care now. I'm gonna do that thing I always do.
Do it.
I'm gonna.